What up, what up, what up, what's up, man? It's your boy Big Tyke coming through here one more again. I holler at y'all after this good old Thanksgiving eating that we had yesterday, man. I hope y'all ate good and drank good like I did yesterday and watched some of these good games, man. And I had to come in here and give y'all my Thanksgiving picks for the rest of the week. And I also wanted to cover this Black Friday Chiefs versus Raiders game. Good AFC West division game they got coming on today, man. Uh First of all, I'm gonna get into this Chiefs and Raiders game. Well, you know what, y'all? I ain't even gonna get into that. I gotta talk about this, what happened yesterday, man. Watching that Detroit and Chicago Bears game, man. Um, at the end of the game, with the bad clock management, I mean, you can't really put that on Caleb Williams because he is a rookie, and you got to put that on the coach, man. And the way I'm looking at it, because they struggling anyway. Do somebody need to be fired? Do somebody need to be fired? Because old coach from Chicago, man, he most definitely did a bad clock management yesterday, man. They after Caleb Williams got sacked, and I think it was maybe about 30 seconds left on the clock. I mean, the score was 23-20. First of all, the Raiders were, I'm sorry, y'all, not the Raiders. The Detroit Lions, they pretty much dominated the game the first half. And for Chicago to be able to make that comeback and come back in the second half like that, because he hit Keenan Allen on two big touchdowns in the second half, and then he also hit DJ Moore on a touchdown also. Um, they most definitely did a big comeback, man. Because I pretty much was thinking the game was probably over the first half. I was like, hey, the game pretty much over the first half. I mean, the first half, Detroit up there doing trick plays with the doggone with their linemen. I never seen a trick play like that in my life. They did the play with the lineman and him rolling out was gonna throw the pass. I was like, man, what the hell? They just doing anything. Hey, for me, that's like straight up disrespect. If I'm on defense, y'all gonna do a play with the lineman gonna throw a pass? Oh hell no! Hey, we ain't letting that go. Hey, man, what? But shout out to the Chicago Bear fan, man, for well I say for making the effort. I say A for effort. What I used to say, A for effort for being able to make that comeback, man. I just hate that for the end like that with the coach with the bad clock management on that, man. That was horrible, man. That was horrible. And check it out, y'all. The score was 23-20. It wasn't like Chicago needed a touchdown to tie it up. They only needed a field goal to tie the game up. After Caleb Williams got sacked, they had a timeout left. He could have called a timeout because that last play, it looked like they were trying to go for a touchdown, which Caleb Williams overthrew the hell out of the guy. But if the coach would have called a timeout, they would have had a better opportunity to try to get in closer range to get a field goal, maybe try to get something to the sideline, get out of bounds, and get a field goal, man. That was bad play calling, man. That's why I say, hey, somebody might need to be fired. Fired. Matter of fact, um, matter of fact, I'm gonna play this because I'm gonna play this press conference by the coach because I wanted to see what was his excuse and what he had to say as far as not taking that time out, not taking that. What up with you, man? I appreciate you coming through. What's your name? They love Shay. I guess that is they love Shay. Okay, they love Shay. I appreciate you coming through, man. Hey, I'm just talking about this doggone bad clock management by Chicago coach yesterday, man. They most definitely could have had a better shot if he would have called a timeout. They could have had a better shot at maybe trying to get a pass to the sideline, get in field goal range, and try to at least tie the game up, man. That was horrible clock management, man. But I just wanted to hear what the coach had to say at the end of the game. What was his excuse for that bad clock management and not calling a timeout, y'all? So I'm gonna play this little clip by Chicago Bears coach, man. I just wanted y'all to hear what he had to say. If you ain't already heard it, if you already have, just check me out. Hold on 1 second. Let me get it up on the screen, y'all. Hey, 1 second. I'm gonna get it up on the screen because I just wanted y'all to hear, because I wanted to hear it my damn self. What was his excuse? What was his excuse for not calling the damn timeout and better clock management?
We did a good job of resetting ourselves at halftime. Offense did a heck of a job in the second half. In terms of efficiency and scoring points and getting us in position. Defense did what it had to do to put us in position to win the game as well. And then it came down to that last drive. The last drive right there. We were there at the end. They had penalty. We had penalty. So we had a bunch of penalties there. Hands to the face. We had they called a pick route on us. But we also had the DPI that put us in position. And it's knocking us out of field goal range, those penalties. And then we're there at 2nd and 20. Take the sack right there. And, so we're at 36 seconds right there. And our hope was, because it was third going into fourth, that we would re-rack that play at 18 seconds, throw it in bounds, get it into the field goal range, and then call the timeout. And that's where it was, and that was our decision-making process on that. Again, we were outside the field goal range, so we needed to get a few more yards in there, as close as we can get, and then we're going to call timeout, and that's why we held that last timeout at the end of the game. So, like I said, disappointing for the players. They put a lot of work in a short week, and put themselves in position to win that game. So with that, I'll take questions.
At the end, when you saw the clock tick down under 10, why didn't you call timeout?
Yeah, so right there, we liked the play that we had, and we were hoping that he was going to call it or get the ball snapped, and then we would have called timeout right there. But once it's under 7 there, then you call timeout there, then you're basically throwing the ball to the end zone, because once it's under 12, you can't throw it inside with no timeout. And it was third going into fourth. So that's a big deal. So it was third going into fourth. That's why we wanted to preserve the timeout.
So in retrospect, how should you have handled the final sequence?
Yeah, I like what we did there. Again, once it's under 7, you're gonna call timeout there, or actually under 12, and then really you don't have an option. Because it's third to fourth, you got to throw it into the end zone then. So to me, it's I think we handled it the right way. I do believe that you just re-rack the play, get it in bounce, and call timeout, and that's why we held it, and didn't work out the way we wanted it to.
There were 32 seconds left when Caleb got sacked. How do you come away with only one desperation shot in the end zone that didn't really execute that?
Yeah, just like I explained, we wanted to re-rack that. Like I said, get a play in bounce and then call timeout, and that's where it was. It was third into fourth going there. So.
What was the play? Because it ends up being a deep shot to Rome that lands harmless.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about specific plays, but it was a play that was going inside, and then because we had the timeout, and we would have been in field goal range then. It would have been all set.
What went wrong on the sack where Larry kind of got caught out there with 2 rushers?
Yeah, I have to look at the exact play. I got to look at the play right there. Again, I got to get to the bottom of that. I didn't see it. I saw the guy come free, and I know what the play was, but yeah, I got to look at it.
Why wasn't the ball snapped at 18 seconds?
We just got to get it. We just got to do a better job together. Just got to do a better job together to re-rack that play, get it off, and then call timeout once it's inbounds there.
So once it's at 18, is there like a time is it ticking that you could theoretically?
Yeah, you could take it down to you're taking it down there, right? So 18, and then down there, right there, and then once it gets under 12, then you got to hold on to it then.
So is this on the players for not getting it snapped?
No, it's a situation where you got to get you get the play in, right? You snap the ball, and get it off, and then we'll call timeout. That was the whole operation. We were all on the same page there. We just got to do it a little bit better.
Matt, why did you guys have to blow a timeout prior to that? 43 seconds left, second and 10. It was not to stop the clock.
Yeah. So that one there, I was on the on the offensive line in terms of the headset. And that one there, I was like, do you guys need it? Because I'll ask them that, because there's a lot of times, because there's an emotion going there and we know it's going to be a delay. We did not want to take a delay that would kick us out of the kick line there or move it back any farther. So I took it there.
Why is it getting to that point, though, where a timeout is necessary to avoid delay in a critical moment like that? Why are things not better organized than moving better?
Yeah, I mean, it was the play got in. There was emotion to it. Obviously the crowd noise, all those things. And when it gets to 5 there, then I ask them, hey, if you need it, let me know. Because there was motion there, and so we did need it, and I called it.
Matt, how much of the blame do you take for this loss?
Well, I'm the head football coach, so I'm taking the blame, of course. That's what you do. So we didn't get it done. It starts at the top, and it starts right here. So accountability is right here with me. And again, we just got to do it better, and I got to do it better. And I was proud of the guys the way they fought, and they did a good job putting themselves in position.
Do you think the end was more a case of you not preparing your players for this critical moment, or was it the way you just handled the moment as a coach?
Yeah, I just think that we're there in the moment. We just got to handle it better. We got to handle it better. And we're right there. Again, there were some penalties there at the end. We were in position to score. We had a hands to the face. I think that was a pretty costly one. Then we just got to do a better job not taking negative plays, but it's got to be I think it starts right here. Starts with me.
Down 16-0 and get the touchdown. What was the thought process in kicking extra point instead of going for 2?
Yeah, just to make it a 1 score, right? We didn't get that done, but then it was still 10, I believe. Is that right? So at that point, but it was in the fourth quarter. So in our chart, that was go for 2.
Matt, throughout the losing streak, you've been saying, I need to do a better job. I need to do a better job. Are you concerned about your job security at this point?
Yeah, this is the NFL. And I know where it is, and I'm just going to put my best foot forward, and I'm going to get to work and keep grinding. So that's what we do.
Do you expect that you will stay on as coach this coming week?
Like I said, I'm just going to keep grinding and working, and that's what I do.
Matt, a couple players said that you didn't have like the normal post-game meeting in the locker room where you addressed the team. Is that true? And what would have been the motivation?
No, we typically bring it up for prayer, right? We brought it up for prayer, and that's what we did, and we broke it down like we normally do. So it was same operation.
Was there a message that you delivered to them post-game?
Yeah, I said I know it's hard, know it's difficult. We still have a lot to be thankful for, and that was it. Then we just broke it down.
All right, y'all. Hey, when I say them doggone reporters was on his ass. I know he wanted to hurry up and get up out of there. I'm talking about giddy up out of that press conference. But hey, they was on his ass about that calling that time about that clock management, man. When it all boiled down, as a coach, man, you got to do better clock management like that, especially after your team fought back in the second half like that, man. Because like I say, I was watching the first half, man. I had my little drink going on. I was like, shit, man, this game might get out of control the second half. Because Detroit, they've been rolling, man. And like I say, in the first half, it was 16-0 in the first half. And in the second half, like I say, Chicago, they made a comeback, man. They like I say, Caleb Williams, he hit Keenan Allen on 2 big touchdowns, man. And they was able to get back in the game, man. And for to blow it at the end like that, to at least try to get a field goal to try to go in overtime, man, with your team fighting and scrapping like that. And then they say he ain't really, talk to the team after the game in the locker room like that, man. Come on, man. Hey, y'all know what's about to happen next. When he come in, the owner, hey, y'all, come in here, let me holler at you for a minute. Close the door behind you. Y'all know that talk. Hey, you about to get fired. I wouldn't be surprised, man, if he don't make it, through the season. I won't be surprised if he get fired this week. But if he don't, I won't be surprised if he don't make it through the season or somewhere through the season or obviously whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if he get foot the ass out the door because he most definitely that was horrible clock management on that though. And I'm gonna go into a little bit of the stats for the game right quick, and then I'm gonna move to this next game. And this next game, man, I'm gonna hit these stats. Caleb Williams, he was 20 out of 39 for 256 yards. He had 3 touchdowns. DJ Moore, he had 8 receptions for 97 yards and a touchdown. Keenan Allen, he had 5 receptions for 73 yards, and of course, you know, he had the big 2 touchdowns in the second half to help them get back in the game. As far as with the Lions, Jared Goff, he was 21 of 34 for 221 yards and 2 touchdowns. David Montgomery, he had 20 carries for 88 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, he had 9 carries for 87 yards. So you see, they was killing them on the ground. Ahmad St. Brown's, he had 5 receptions for 73 yards. They were able to keep him out of the end zone. Tight end Sam Laporta, and he had 2 touchdown receptions. So man, the Bears, they done lost 6 straight games, man. And 4 of those games were by a total of 10 points. So they catching hell over there, man. They catching hell over there. But I most, like I say, I most definitely believe that coach gonna be up out of there sooner than later. He gonna be up out of there, man. But yeah, moving on to the next game, man. From yesterday, which was with the Cowboys and the Giants. And I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. The Cowboys, they don't won 2 games straight. They beat the Commanders last week. Then turn around and beat the Giants, which everybody beating the Giants right now. But hey, a win is a win. They on the 2-game streak right now. They at 5-7. Of course, the Giants, they dropped to 2-10. The score was 27. As far as Dallas with their stats, Cooper Rush, he was 21 out of 36 for 195 yards and a touchdown. Rico Dodal, I think that's how you pronounce his name, Dodal, whatever. He had 22 carries for 112 yards and a touchdown. So that show you right there. Through the season, they hadn't really been able to run the ball, but running back Rico, he did a good job yesterday of getting over 100 yards and a rushing touchdown. Kavontae Turpin, which is the speedster, roll run out there. Y'all say that boy look fast, but when he be out there running, everybody else look like they moving a little bit slower. But yesterday he had 4 receptions for 53 yards. CeeDee Lamb, they pretty much kept him under control for the game. He had 2 receptions, 39 yards, and Brandon Cooks, he had a receiving touchdown for the Cowboys. And then also they had a big pick 6. The Marion Overshawn, he was able to tilt the ball and then be able to catch it, and got that pick 6 and took it to the house, man. So shout out for the Cowboys for getting back on track, man. Because when the Cowboys do bad, the media, they gonna be on their ass. When they do good, they gonna rise them up. they gonna hype them up when they doing good. When they doing bad, they on their ass. You know what I'm saying? So them Cowboys, they can't. If you lose, you gonna get it. If you win, you're gonna get it. Because they're a popular team. So yes, sir. As far as with the Giants, man, Drew Lock, he was 21 of 32 for 178 yards. He had an interception, which was that pick 6 I was just talking about. And he had 4 carries and he had a rush touchdown. He had 4 carries for 57 yards and they had a rush touchdown. Malik Neighbors, he had a decent game. He had 8 receptions for 69 yards. So that's pretty much it as far as with the Cowboys and the Giants yesterday, man. And like I say, man, the Cowboys, they ain't out of it. They got 7 losses. They're not completely out of it. The Eagles pretty much running away with that division right now. But the Cowboys, they ain't out of it. They still got a shot, even though stuff ain't been looking good for them. They still got a shot. They 5-7. So we'll see how it go. We'll see how it go with the rest of their games that they got left. Moving on to the next game, we got the Packers and the Dolphins yesterday. Man, when I tell you the Packers put that thigh on the Dolphins yesterday, man, I thought it was gonna be a better game than that, boy. But hey, Them Packers put that whooping on their ass like back in the day when you had to go out there and get your switch and come back in the house. You had to go out there and pick your own switch and come back in and get your whooping, boy. Hey, they put that thing on their ass. And back then, I don't know how old y'all live, but back then you go out there and get your switch, you be out there taking a long time. They holler out that door, hey, hurry up, get in here. Hurry up, go on and get that switch, get in here, you're taking too long. And then you go, and then what I would do is I would go out there and find a little switch. That wouldn't do that because my grandma raised me. That wouldn't do that, but go in the house, and that wouldn't do that, make my grandma mad. She'll turn around and whoop me with that little switch. Now go out there and get another one. You better not come back in here with a little one. So you end up getting 2 ass whoopings. You get one for bringing the little one in the house, and then you get the second one for what you originally did to get the whooping. So that's how them Packers put that thing on the Dolphins yesterday, boy. And then they always talk about the Dolphins can't play in the cold. You see who was out there had a little snow going on out there. Hey, them boys, they down there in that Miami heat, down on the beach, out there chilling, getting them tans and stuff. You go out there in the freezing cold. Hey, them boys used to it. They be in that cold all the time. Hey, them hands get cold, them feet get cold. Your body might not be cold because you're moving around, but them hands and them feet, they both definitely gonna get cold. But yeah, man, shout out to the Packers, man. All them Packer fans out there, shout out to them. Getting a big win yesterday on Thanksgiving. A matter of fact, giving them Dolphins an old ass whooping to sending them right on back down. Amazon packed the box up. Amazon Express sending them on back down to Miami with a good old fashioned butt whooping yesterday. Yes, sir. And that pretty much was the game for yesterday on Thanksgiving, man. Like I said, I hope y'all enjoyed the Thanksgiving yesterday. I hope you ate good, drank good like I did, man, and kick back and watch them good games and with your family, kick back. And I don't know if some of y'all put up your Christmas tree yet, but you better get to it because it's that time to go on and get that tree up. And if you're somebody like to put the decorations outside, go on and get all that stuff, get going. Get going. But yeah, man, going into the game today, which we got a good AFC West division game with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Raiders, man. The Raiders, they usually always play the Chiefs pretty good, man, no matter what the record is. It's a division game, so you can never tell with these division games. You can have a bad record and somebody else have a good record, man. You just never know, man, with these division games. And matter of fact, the last time they played, the Raiders beat them. The Raiders beat them. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. They got the Chiefs winning by 13 in this game for today. Because of the fact of how the Raiders always play the Chiefs, I'm taking the Chiefs to win this game, but I most definitely think it's gonna be way closer than what they got it, man. I don't know if it's gonna be by 13, but I do got the Chiefs winning, but I just don't know if it's gonna be by 13. I think it might be a little closer than that. Total points on the game, they got it 42.5 for total points on the game. Now last year when they played, of course, they was around the time when they had them fired the coach. Antonio Pierce was the interim coach, and Aiden O'Connell was the quarterback, which today when they play is basically like a rematch, man, because Gardner Minshew, he got hurt last week. He broke his collarbone against the Broncos. So Aiden O'Connell will be starting again today against the Chiefs. Right now, the Raiders, like I say, they've been struggling, man. They've been going through it. They don't lost 7 straight games. And like I say, today I look for them to lose again against the Chiefs. I just don't know if it'll be by that 13 points what they got for the Chiefs as far as that point spread. It might be a little closer because the Raiders, for some reason, they always play the Chiefs good, man. It don't matter what their record is. They play the Chiefs good. So I look forward to probably be another good game today. And especially with the Chiefs skating by, they've been skating by on everybody. They ain't really been, putting up the points on offense like they normally do. They've been which I can't. If I was a Chiefs fan, I wouldn't complain because a win is a win, a W is a W. Whether it's a good a nice W where you blow them out or you win by 2-3 touchdowns, or if it's a ugly game, which actually it help you in the long run, because when you get in the playoffs, you're gonna have those ugly games like that. And if you done been through it through the season, getting through those ugly games like that, when you get in the playoffs, it ain't nothing to it. Hey, it ain't nothing to it but to do it. It's just like clockwork. Because you already done been in so many close games. You get in a close game in the playoffs, it's nothing, man, because you've been there, done that through the season. So, I know as a Chiefs fan, you probably look at it as, we got to do better. We just barely winning these games. But hey, a W is a W. And when you can find a way to win, when you're in a close game, or whether it's the offense struggling or the defense struggling, and you're able to get through the game, you're able to pull it out, that just make the team better. So but getting back into last year's game, man, like I said, the Raiders, they beat them on Christmas Day. And with Aiden O'Connell, he only was 9 or 21 for 62 yards passing in the game. And they were able to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Matter of fact, they had upset them. The score ended up being 20-14. The Raiders defense had 2 scoring touchdowns in that game. So, like I said, look for it to be another good game today. Like I say, the Raiders always play them good, man. But I think Isaiah Pacheco supposed to be returning back today from that ankle injury that he's been out for. Matter of fact, I think he's been out with that ankle injury since I think it's been since like week 2 when they played the Bengals. So they getting Isaiah Pacheco back. They starting to get a little more healthy. Matter of fact, y'all, I'm gonna play Andy Reid's press conference, what he was talking about today. Not today, but his press conference about the matchup coming up with the Raiders. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna bring this up on the screen for y'all. 1 second. I'm gonna bring this up. Andy Reid, he talking about the injuries and different people that's coming back, and also, like I said, the matchup against the Raiders. So I'm gonna play this right here for y'all.
As far as the injuries go, Leo Chanel's out with personal issues. I mean, he missed today. He'll be back in. And Cam Jones was sick and missed today. Spencer is the only one early to report. Strained his hamstring. Did it Monday when training, and so he will be listed as out today. Other than that, we sure look forward to challenge of playing the Raiders, good football team, playing confident football on really both sides of the ball. Now, they've got a couple changes in there. We'll have to adjust to that. But again, our guys had a good week of practice, and we know when the Raiders and the Chiefs get together, it's always one of those kind of games. So anyways, with that time, yours.
Coach, just Leo will be back on Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your expectation as far as Isaiah Pacheco and Charlie Minihue being up for this game?
I mean, as long as they're okay, I mean, we'll check on it again today. I've been trying to take it day by day. If they're good after today, then we'll play them. Yep.
Coach, you love NFL history. You kind of mentioned this already, but does Raider Week have any particular importance to you? Just looking at NFL history, what this means?
Well, there've been a lot of great games. I know both teams kind of understand that there's been a rivalry for a lot of years. A lot of great players, both sides, both teams. That's really where I'd tell you the history started back in the AFL with it. So, and both teams had good players, and so they battled each other and violently they battled each other. It was quite great competition against each other.
Did you see anything positive? I mean, I know it's the first week for DJ, but just anything that you noticed from him?
Yeah, listen, he looked healthy, moving around, felt good. It's just a matter of him getting back in the swing and then also compounded with just the offense, making sure he has the terminology down, and he'll go from there. So,
Coach, what's a reasonable time frame for him?
Yeah.
To be ready to play?
Yeah, we'll just play it by ear. I told him, let's just keep the communication open and, we'll figure it out. That's kind of what we've done with the other guys that have come in, and we'll just keep open communication. He seems like a guy that's shoots you straight. So that's what I'd expect.
Coach, you guys have already had to deal with going through kickers this year and a couple years ago when you had Matthew here before. What do you guys like about him, and what are any limitations on how far? I mean, I know he's not Harrison Butker, but
Yeah,
he
listen.
did a 59-yarder.
Yeah, sure. No, I think we all have trust in him from having been around him. So we look forward to welcome him into the mix, and I know guys know him and have made him, I think, feel that way coming back here. So full trust in him. Yeah.
What sense do you get from the defensive guys? Spags still a little bit irritated yesterday about the way the game ended last week. What sort of sense do you get from them about how the last couple of weeks have gone defensively for them?
Yeah, listen, there have been some real good things, but there are some things that we've got to clean up, and so the guys are taking accountability for that, and coaches, and that's what it's all about. You work through those things, and make sure that you can get yourself where you want to be.
Yeah. I got a non-football question for you.
Yeah.
It's pretty viral about you. You're known for this mac and cheese, especially with Thanksgiving coming up. What is in it, and kind of what's so special about it?
The mac and cheese.
Yeah, your mac and cheese.
Um,
Yeah, 5 cheeses and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you'd like it. You and I could do some damage on that thing. Huh? It's as long as it tastes good, we eat it, and that one tastes pretty good. Can't give away the secrets, man. You and I might want to open up a restaurant, huh?
It is a weird week. You're gonna have a lot of weird weeks with the Friday game and Thanksgiving. You guys still do some work tomorrow. The guys get a little Thanksgiving time. How will you guys handle tomorrow, and how much family time will you get yourself?
Yeah, there's some unique weeks, but we're making them consistent with what we do, and working around it, make sure the guys get enough recovery time. They always have.
Hey y'all, they getting into the Thanksgiving eating and stuff now. But I just wanted to play that little press conference on Andy Reid. What up with you? Be good. George 58RG. I appreciate you coming through. Rebecca Rubright. I guess that's how you pronounce your name. I see you saying Chiefs win. What do you say, Chiefs versus Detroit? Hey, that wouldn't be a bad Super Bowl. Hey, that wouldn't be a bad Super Bowl. What'd you say? You from the future? I hear you. Let me see what you're saying. Be good. Let me see. Nah, I don't believe in more victory, man. I guess it depends on the situation, man. But yeah, in this game, man, like I say, this is a big AFC West division game right here with the Raiders and the Chiefs, man. Like I say, the Raiders, for some reason, they always play the Chiefs good, so that they got the Chiefs winning by 13. I most definitely think that game might end up being a little closer. Matter of fact, I got Antonio Pierce. I got his press conference on the game. Matter of fact, let me get this off the screen. I got his press conference on the game with him talking about their matchup against the Chiefs. I'm gonna let y'all hear a little bit of that. I probably won't play the whole thing because they'll talk about it. Then sometimes they might start talking about some Thanksgiving shit. But I'm gonna play this. Let's see.
Important in the NFL, but does this one carry any extra significance? Any feeling of what better time to snap a streak against defending champs? Yep. Cold country watching, yeah.
It's called spade to spade, right? The best team in football against the worst team in football. Let's change the narrative, right? Let's go out there and make it a dog fight. Let's make it ugly. Let's make it scrappy. It's Black Friday. Let's create a little chaos. Let's get back to Raider football and have some fun and some personality. Let it loose.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about win-loss records not really mattering in division games and particularly in a rivalry like this? You guys are the last team to win at Arrowhead.
Yeah, I mean, really doesn't matter. Records go out the window just like they did last year when we played them on Christmas Day. So they understand that. We understand that. They'll be excited, just like we will be excited for this game. Only 2 teams playing that day, right? It's a great opportunity for us to showcase, what's improving about the Raiders, right? What's different? What's going to change? And obviously, we got a chance to do that at 2:00. The rivalry is what it is. I think if you look at the last couple games, we played them close. It's been back and forth, and it's been physical, and they're going to come after us. We know them, they know us, and it's a lot of trash talking, and they don't like the color of silver and black, and we don't like red, so it should be fun.
What have you seen out of Aiden O'Connell in the time that he was injured that really kind of gave you the inkling that he was chomping at the bit to get at this and give you the hope that he can really move the football?
He carried himself like a starter. He carried like a starter even when he was on IR, and he did that when he was a backup. He did a great job of just being engaged with the players, engaged on the sideline. It don't matter in meeting rooms or that. He's the one speaking up, talking. You could just look at his eyes. You could look at his demeanor. It wasn't a guy like, all right, I'm out for the season. I'm not going to play. No. I'll be back. I'm ready to be back. And he worked his tail off to get back.
When you watched the film last week, I know you were a little uneasy with how many passes compared to the runs, the balance there. But when you did see what you guys were doing in the running game, did you feel like it's getting close to breaking through?
Yeah, no. When I said what I said, it wasn't that I was frustrated with what happened. I wish we could run the ball more, had more opportunities to do that. But that's also because of the score. I get that as well. But when I look at the 16 or whatever plus runs that we had in the game, one, we had a hat for a hat. Our running backs were decisive. We hit the hole hard. There was some physicality that showed up that we've been looking at. There was some movement amongst our offensive line. There's a lot of positives really in the running game. And it's hard to say that after a loss, right? You guys asked me, hey, what's going on with this? I want to talk about the positives, but you're asking about the negatives, so I hit that. But the running game was really good. I'm excited about Sincere this week. Fired up to see him carry the ball. I thought Amir did a really good job. And more importantly, I thought those 5-0 linemen really strapped it up, and got after Denver. And again, it doesn't show on the stat sheet, but when you look at those plays for the amount we ran, I love the play style.
Highly productive, sincere college player, close to 1,500 yards in his sophomore and junior years. Did it feel like there was just a natural run ability there with him in terms of seeing it and hitting it? And
I'll be honest, we see it every day in practice, just opportunities, right? There's how many guys you can dress. You can't dress 5 running backs each week, and you don't want to see it happen through injuries or guys being inactive or hurt or anything of that nature. But when he got in there, his first carry is 10 plus yards, and the next one, he's bouncing off guys, and just the energy that he brought to our offense, you really like that. I've seen that in practice. And it was funny. Me and him joked even last week. I think it was one of his first or second carries. He ran about 5 or 10 yards and turned back around. I said, "How many career rushing yards you have?" He said, 0. I said, "Well, then your ass needs to start learning how to run in the end zone." And that's how he ran the game. He ran like they weren't going to tackle him, and he ran like a big boy. And again, I'm excited to see him this weekend or this Friday.
Does that mean Alex and Zamir are both down?
I would say Zamir's doubtful and Alex is questionable.
Any guys?
Tom McMahon was out from the game. Is he back in the building, or do you expect him back for the game?
He's back in the building. He's been at practice to be out there today. We'll see what happens for the game.
Coach, it is Thanksgiving, and obviously it's been a tough season, but what have you been most thankful for from your players and just during the season period? So
their professionalism, coming to work every day, win, lose, or draw. I mean, it's hard to keep sitting there telling you all the positives when we're 2-9, but the reality is our guys come to work Monday, man, ready to go. They get in the weight room. They're on time. We're not dealing with a lot of BS and drama inside the building. The effort and the ability to come to work and put their hat on every day with all the noise from the outside and the record. You'll think we're 9-2 sometimes. I wish you could go in the locker room and see how these guys act or in our meeting rooms, but heads are not down. Guys are not packing up the U-Haul. So I'm thankful for just our players being dialed in, buying into the culture, using that word process, understand the process, and being committed to what we're trying to do with this organization, and even this season, because it's not over with. We're going to try to win every goddamn game possible. And I'm thankful that, I'm sitting here as the head coach of the Raiders, and I got, 200 plus people every day that come up to me with a smile and enjoy being a Raider and working for the Raiders. So I'm excited and thankful for that. And this will be a thankful Friday, and we'll make it a Black Friday when it gets to the game day.
If you have a lot of young players playing this year, do you do anything differently or prepare them any differently because you're playing Kansas City, or is it status quo?
No, status quo. They know it. Hell, they've been hearing that war chant for the last 48 hours. They're ready to kill me on that one. So they'll hear it again today. I'm sure we'll hear it on Friday. But young guys, man, like I said, the way I try to set up our schedule and our scripts each and every day is to give them opportunities throughout the weeks in practice with developmental, the way we compete on scout team. So you see what you're going to get. What's sincerely in the game I saw for 8 or 9 weeks. You just had to do it on Sunday. And now that other guys are getting that opportunity, what I always tell them is, I don't know if you're going to be up for next week. You better get this opportunity and make the most of it now. So they understand that. And for the most part, most of our guys do a really good job of taking the opportunity and running with it.
Speaking of that opportunity, DCAM was thrown into the deep end last week, and I mean, sink or swim, right? I mean, it's tough, obviously, but what has his demeanor been like preparing for this week? Knowing he came off a tough game last week.
Short-term memory. Right? If you play quarter in this league, they're gonna catch the ball. I tell Jack that all the time. Jack think nobody ever gonna catch the ball on him, and Jack had a really good game last week, but they caught a touchdown. And DCAM, look, they caught some balls on you, but one thing about it, he never flinched, he didn't blink, and we wasn't gonna bring him out. He's got to go out there and he's got to learn. He's out there with the big boys. And Sutton's a really good player, and they got some good players this week. But our players going to be pretty good, goddamn good, too. DCAM's going to be a good corner. And he has the mentality, he has the speed, he has the mindset of what we want our Raider corners to look like. The production will take place over time.
Well, at the end of the game, he had a nice pass breakup. Did you start to see him that, okay, the growth, he's figuring it out?
Well, to me, it's not so much him, it's how the teammates responded. You saw Isaiah Palomar, you saw our sideline really get after him. Like, man, hell of a job, great job. It wasn't like, oh, man, damn, finally. They're like, yeah, that's what you're doing. That's what we're talking about. Like, that's what you want to see, man. We're encouraging one another. We're not discouraged by what's going on. Yeah, we're frustrated as hell, but, man, listen, we're out there with young boys, they battling, and we'll take that all day.
Antonio, earlier this season, Travis Kelce, people were talking about maybe he was a step slow this year or, starting to show some age. Now you look up and he's right there and catches and everything. What makes him so difficult to deal with?
Everything. I mean, he's skilled, he's savvy, he's a vet. There's not a coverage that he hasn't seen. Him and the quarterback are like dialed in all the way. I mean, they're running their own routes. Those aren't being drawn up by Andy Reid. That's 15 and 87 playing backyard football at times. And the thing about it, he's a competitor. I mean, I even saw in our game, there's a lot of trash talk in his offseason, and he was giving it back to us, and we were giving it to him. So and he likes playing the Raiders, right? He always makes that known. So I think when you watch him play, what you're looking at is an ultimate professional who's going to go down as one of the greatest tight ends of our time, probably more likely a gold jacket. And we have respect for him. And I think the one thing you can't question is his toughness and his love and passion for the game, and he's a winner.
Way early in Brock Bowers' career, but can you see a version of him down the road like that where he's locked in with his quarterback like that? They're playing that.
Yeah, I mean, you want to keep that quarterback and the tight end got to be the same guys, though, right? Continuity. And that's the biggest difference between us and them. The same guys throwing him the ball each and every time. We want to get that for Brock Bowers as well.
So, sounds like Pacheco is back this week. How much does he kind of change their offense?
I love watching him play. Hate playing against him. Tough, rugged. He's a running back that you enjoy watching. And our team is excited to play him. I mean, I go back to even that Christmas Day, how hard he was running and how hard he was hitting them. Helmet was flying off, and this dude gets up with them dreads. And, I mean, he energizes their team. So it's a tough matchup. We're expecting him to play. We know what this game means to him and their team. But obviously, we got to bring our hard hat mentality for him.
For you guys, what is the status on Nate and Jacorian?
Both will be out.
That's good.
All right, thanks.
Hey, Kavika said, what's up?
All right, y'all. That's pretty much Antonio Pierce press conference about with the Raiders facing the Chiefs today. Which like I said, they got the Chiefs winning by 13. I think it'll be a little closer than that. Like I said, the Raiders, they always play the Chiefs pretty good. And it's a division game. Division games can go either way. Let me see what you're saying. Be good. Let me see the Chiefs. Close game. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I agree with you, PBG. Be good. I agree with you. Yeah, so I believe that's gonna be a good game. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Hold on 1 second. If anybody want to come in and holler at me, I'm about to do my picks for Sunday. Like I say, this game today, I'm most definitely taking the Chiefs over the Raiders. I believe it. I don't know if they'll beat them by 13. Be good. I'm gonna let you up in just a second. I got a little slide I'm gonna do right quick. Just hold on 1 second. It ain't even gonna be that long. Be good. It's a little quick slide I'm gonna do on these games. for tomorrow, and I'm gonna bring you up, be good, and we can talk about whatever. I ain't biased. Hold on 1 second. And I'll bring you up in 1 second, be good. Let's see. All right, this first game we got Tampa against Carolina. They got Tampa winning by 5.5. I'm gonna take Carolina to beat them at home. I'm gonna take Carolina in that game. This game we got Tennessee and the Commanders. On this game right here, they got the Commanders winning by 5.5. I'm most definitely gonna take the Commanders to beat the Chiefs by 5.5. Next game we got the Rams versus the Saints. They got the Rams winning this game by 2.5 against the Saints. I'm most definitely gonna take that Rams against the Saints. I'm taking the Rams over the Saints. Next game, we got the 49ers and the Bills on the Sunday night game. Now, they got the Bills winning by 7 points. I'm most definitely going to take the Bills over the 49ers on that Sunday night game. Next game, we got the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos for Monday night. They got the Broncos winning by 5.5 at home. I'm most definitely going to take the Broncos over the Browns at home, taking that 5.5. Next game, we got a big AFC North game, the Steelers and the Bengals. They actually got the Bengals winning this game by 3, y'all, at home, but I'm taking the Steelers to beat them. Yes, sir. I'm taking the Steelers over the Bengals. This game, we got the Eagles and the Ravens. Ravens at home. They got the Ravens winning by 3 in this game. This game right here, I'm going the opposite. I'm going to take the Eagles to beat the Ravens. Yes, sir. I'm taking the Eagles to beat the Ravens. Next game, we got the Arizona Cardinals, Minnesota Vikings. This game right here, they got the Vikings winning by 3.5 at home. And I'm going with the Vikings on that game. I'm taking that 3.5, going with the Vikings. This game, we got the Seattle Seahawks versus the Jets. Jets been struggling this year, man. They got the Seahawks winning by 1.5. I'm gonna take that 1.5. I'm taking the Seahawks to beat the Jets in New York. Got the Chargers against the Falcons. Falcons at home against the Chargers. They got the Chargers winning by 1 against the Falcons. I'm taking the Chargers in that top defense to beat the Falcons in the ATL. You got the Colts and the Patriots. On this game right here, they got the Colts winning by 2.5 against the Patriots. I'm most definitely gonna take the Colts to beat the Patriots by 2.5. Next game, we got the AFC South game with the Texans and the Jaguars. Jaguars been playing like trash, man. I'm taking the Texans in this game. They got to win by 4. I'm taking the Texans in this game. Of course, with the Bears and the Lions. Of course, the Lions won that game 23-20. Bad clock management in that game. Yes, sir. And those are my picks for this week for Sunday, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed my little slideshow I made. Let me see. Be good. Is you still? Let me see. I'm gonna get you in here. Be good. You in here? Be good.
What's going on, brother? I see I missed a couple of your episodes live. So
yeah, what's been going on with you, man?
not much. Actually, I'm in Fayetteville right now, just chilling.
Okay.
My mother.
You eat good, drink good yesterday?
That's what I'm doing now, type. To be honest with you.
I hear you. Hey, it's the holiday, man. Hey, get back and relax, man. Get ready to watch this Chiefs and Raiders game coming up, man.
Yeah, bro. I agree with all your picks. Maybe what I kind of disagree with is maybe the Minnesota and Arizona. Is because Minnesota hasn't been playing to their standard for the last, for last couple of games. Not saying they're not good. I just think that game's a really toss up, and the Baltimore Ravens versus the Eagles, that's a toss up. You know what I mean? I just expect a good game on that one. Yeah, so I can't wait to see that.
Yeah,
I wanted to talk about my fault. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead. Come on in and talk to me.
I wanted to talk about that Bryce Young situation. I see you agree with me, but I see you understand. I'm coming from sports wise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I heard on certain people talking about moral victories. I don't agree with moral victories. Either you lose or you don't. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So you can look up too, but I don't call it a moral victory. You know what I mean? That's just me. But
Yeah,
I took.
you talking about with the Chiefs and the Panthers last week.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't believe in more victors. I mean, that's just me. But
Yeah.
I was gonna say tight last week. I said he didn't have to win, but as long as he played good, Bird's gonna be here for 5 years, brother.
Oh yeah, he ain't going nowhere, man. That's why in my other show I said it probably saved the career, saved the job for him being benched. Cause like I say, um I don't feel like he'll ever be a quarterback that'll be like a Pro Bowl quarterback or something like that, be good. I think he'll be like a, what you want to call it, like a good
Daniel Jones.
game manager, something like that.
Yep, Daniel Jones.
Yeah, so
When I
I
said
feel,
Daniel Jones,
yeah,
I say he just good enough not to be good enough. Like he give you maybe a 200 like that guy. He give you maybe a 250 one time to surprise you. But he'll
yeah,
always just be around this 200 yards. You have to build a team. And I think that's gonna hurt the team long run because we're gonna be good enough to beat the bad teams, but never enough to beat the really good teams. You know what I'm saying, Ty?
See, basically what they have to, in order for them to be successful with him at quarterback, they basically got to set the team up basically almost like the 49ers be good. They got to pretty much hit on their picks in the draft and try to have that team around him where he not the one that's what you want to call
I get what you're
that?
saying, Ty. You got
Yeah,
so many weapons and stuff around you. But I mean, I just think since he played that good game, like I said, I'm not even gonna be happy. He played a good game. You know what I mean? Red zone could work, but he played a good game. I can't knock him on that
yeah,
when it came down to it. But it
yeah.
just, I told everybody he didn't have to win. As long as he played good, he's got that fan base like Daniel Jones in New York. He had that fan base. No matter what he did, they supported him.
Right.
I think we're gonna go through that situation until we run out of excuses, like in the next 3 to 4 years. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah. That's exactly what's gonna happen. Be good. Like I say, especially if he play like he played Sunday. If he can continue to play like that, whether we win or lose, if he continue to play like that the rest of the season, he most
That's a wrap,
definitely don't bought himself another year because they gonna look at it. I think they're gonna look at it as, let's see what he do.
He's developing stuff
Right.
like
Let's see what he do this year. But next year most definitely will be that ticking time bomb where they most definitely got to make that decision whether they gonna roll with him or roll his ass out the door. It's gonna they most definitely
you know
got
what
to
I'm
make that
fear of?
decision.
I agree with everything he's saying. I'm just scared he's gonna have that one good game. Like I don't know why he does it. He comes out the dark and had that one good game. Like my brother
Hey,
Eli.
be good. Be good.
Huh?
Hey, be good. I'm gonna tell you the game it's gonna be. It gonna be this Sunday. Be good.
I know. I seen that Tampa Bay defense.
That
I
Tampa Bay
understand that.
defense, man, they defense is horrible, man. They secondary, man. They horrible, man. So you see what he did last year against Green Bay. When they secondary was struggling. So
yeah,
I look for this to be that game where he probably gonna get about 300, and he probably get about two maybe 2 touchdown passing, and that right there going to get
that's solidified.
Yeah, that right there gonna get a parking spot up there by the front door at the stadium.
I mean, tight. The only thing I'm hoping on is Tampa Bay, since they played us, they know what to do. You know what I mean? Them division games. That's the only thing I'm hoping on. Like, meaning we lose the whole way, and I hate losing type, but it's just with him. A lot of people want to say this to prove that. Oh, see, he was the guy, but I'm like, bro, we can see it. Type, you see it. He's not going to be a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Nah, I don't see that, man. Like I say, I think he could be a good like game manager.
And I'm saying that's at best. Type. I'm talking about at best he is. I'm talking about not at his best. I'm talking about at his peak. Was that guy? What was that one? He played for Andy Reid, the white guy. He used to play for
you talking about Alex Smith?
Yeah, Alex Smith at his best, absolute best. That's the best he can be. I ain't talking about that year when he was with Andy Reid. that don't count.
Okay. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? He wasn't good. I mean, he was good. He was just. That's why I like saying Ty. He was just good enough not to be good enough.
Right.
That's what I say.
Yeah. Hey, matter of fact, be good. While we talking about quarterbacks, young quarterbacks. I know you had to see that game yesterday with the Bears and the Lions. Did you see at the end of the game how they with that bad clock management? Did you see that?
Be honest, Ty, it disgusted me when it comes down to it. It just that's this. I don't know what to call it. Sometimes it's like coaches. It's like you have to be the smartest guys. I know you got people telling you. I don't understand it, Ty.
Man,
to be honest with you.
Yeah, I don't see how the coach. They had a timeout left, man. They had a timeout.
That's what I'm saying, Ty. He had so many people in his ear to tell him, "Hey, bro, you need to call timeout on this play or something." You know what I mean? But that's why I don't understand that. I mean, that was their one day where I felt like they had a chance to win the game. You know what I mean? Even though they were playing, but I'm talking about Lions standards. They were playing bad.
Yeah, they could at least took them into overtime. They could at least kick the field goal, took them into overtime, man. That most definitely was bad clock management, big time on the coach, man. And I had played the press conference earlier. I don't know if you've seen it. That media was on that coach for the Bears. Hey, them doggone reporters in that press conference, they was on his ass about that about not calling that timeout. What he was thinking, why you didn't call the timeout. They was on his ass. Be good. I know.
What was he saying? What was his excuse? See, I seen the last play. I like, can you believe that? Then I had to drive. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't get to see the press conference, but I mean, it was no excuse today. I was like, I understand players making that mistake. Type. I mean, I never made a mistake like that. Thank goodness, but. You know, stuff like that happens during the game, but as the coach, you got to realize that.
Hey, check it. Yeah. Okay, be good. Well, hold on, check it out. I ain't gonna play the whole thing, but I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I'm gonna skip it like maybe to the middle toward the end. They was on his ass. Be good. It was so his ass. Wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. I'm gonna play it from right here. Hold on.
2nd and 10. It was not to stop the clock.
Yeah. So that one there, I was on the on the offensive line in terms of the headset, and that one there I was like, do you guys need it? Because I'll ask them that because there's a lot of times because there's an emotion going there, and we know it's going to be a delay. We did not want to take a delay that would kick us out of the kick line there or move it back any farther. So I took it there.
Why is it getting to that point though, where a timeout is necessary to avoid delay in a critical moment like that? Why are things better organized than moving better? Yeah,
I mean, it was the play got in. There was emotion to it. Obviously the crowd noise, all those things, and when it gets to 5 there, then I ask them, hey, if you need it, let me know. Because there was motion there, and so we did need it, and I called it.
Matt, how much of the blame do you take for this loss?
Well, I'm the head football coach, so I'm taking the blame, of course. That's what you do. So we didn't get it done. It starts at the top, and it starts right here. So accountability is right here with me. And again, we just got to do it better, and I got to do it better. And I was proud of the guys the way they fought, and they did a good job putting themselves in position.
Do you think the end was more a case of you not kept preparing your players for this critical moment, or was it the way you just handled the moment as a coach?
Yeah, I just think that we're there in the moment. We just got to handle it better. And we're right there. Again, there were some penalties there at the end. We were in position to score. We had a hands to the face. I think that was a pretty costly one. Then we just got to do a better job not taking negative plays, but it's got to be. I think it starts right here. Starts with me.
After down 16-0, you get the touchdown. What was the thought process in kicking extra point instead of going for 2?
Yeah, just to make it a 1 score, right? We didn't get that done, but then it was still 10, I believe. Is that right? So at that point, but it was in the 4th quarter. So in our chart that was go for 2.
Matt, throughout the losing streak, you've been saying, I need to do a better job. I need to do a better job. Are you concerned about your job security at this point?
Yeah, this is the NFL. I know where it is.
They on his ass,
I'm just going to put my best foot forward, and I'm going to get to work and keep grinding. So that's what we do.
Do you expect that you will stay on as coach this coming week?
Like I said, I'm just going to keep grinding and working, and that's what I do.
Matt, a couple players said that you didn't have like the normal post-game meeting in the locker room where you address the team. Is that true? And what would have been the motive?
No, we typically bring it up for prayer, right? We brought it up for prayer, and that's what we did, and we broke it down like we normally do. So it was same operation.
Was there a message that you delivered to them post-game?
Yeah, I said I know it's hard, I know it's difficult. We still have a lot to be thankful for, and that was it. Then we just broke it down.
Wow. Yeah, that was on him, Tight, and rightfully so. Tight, I feel like all organizations should be like that on their team.
Hold on 1 second, be good. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this shit off of her. Okay, hold on, be good. I had to get that shit off of there. Okay, you still with me?
Yeah, I'm still here, Tight.
Okay. But yeah, you see how they was on his ass.
Yeah. I believe all organizations need to be on the coach's head like that. I'm talking about owners and all that, because you're making millions and billions of dollars, annually. I believe you need to have their foot to the fire, and I believe that in all stuff, facets of life. You know what I mean? I'm talking about jobs at least.
Yeah. What up with your T Money, man? Appreciate you coming through, old T Money. I seen you on there frying that old turkey yesterday. Seen you on there frying that turkey yesterday, T Money. Shout out to T Money, man. Y'all, anybody listening, y'all go subscribe to my boy T Money over there, keeping it real with T Money over there frying the turkeys over there.
Hey, Big Ty, let me ask you a question on that. I mean, I believe Bert's gonna be here for the next 3 or 5 years. Probably give him another contract, just because I believe the owner loves him. You know what I mean? When it comes down to it.
Mm-hmm.
But let's just say if we did lose out, he doesn't play great, but he doesn't play good either.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe if we in say number 2 to number 3 spot, you don't believe we possibly could try to go get a quarterback? It is likely of a chance of happening too. I don't want to throw any scenario out.
Yeah. Me and you, I would say get a quarterback, but as far as with the team, man, I don't think they would. I don't think they're gonna do it, man. I don't think they're gonna do it.
Believe nobody.
Especially if he continue to play like how he playing, and he ain't like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like he playing great. He ain't playing bad, but he ain't fucking up. I believe they gonna look at it as they're gonna give him another shot next year, and if we end up with a top 5 pick, I think they'll probably end up getting something on the defense, because the defense is a liability right now, man. We can't stop the run. You know what I'm saying? Certain times of the game, somebody running down the field wide open, catching the pass,
I got you.
busted coverage.
I didn't even think about that like that. Type it gives them another excuse just to keep them, just to be sure.
Right. So I look at it as, because they got a lot of draft picks. I look at it as they're probably go maybe 70-80% defense in the draft, maybe 1 or 2 people on offense, maybe bring somebody in free agency or whatever, and they gonna run it back. I feel like that's what they're gonna do, and I feel like if he continue to do that, and he still ain't really stepping up past just doing what he doing, then I think they'll probably close the door on him. But I most definitely like I say, me and you, I'm gonna say, hey, get a quarterback. But the organization, I don't think they're gonna do it. Be good.
I don't believe so tight either. I believe he may end up getting his 5th option. Then at worst, he may sign him before they even get to his 5th option. Like, don't let us start winning, because I think we're good enough to beat bad teams. Really bad teams. To be honest, now, tight.
Right.
And if he can beat bad teams, I know one guy said, "Man, you can't say that, because if you don't beat good teams," I like, bro, Daniel Jones, my man, Trevor Lawrence, Tua, and it's not what was the other guy name? The play for Arizona Cardinals. who can't stay healthy.
Yeah, Kyler
Kyler
Murray.
Murray.
Yeah, Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray, even my man from the Saints, he never really beat nobody like that. What happened to him? Tight, they all got paid, right?
Right.
So
You're right. You
that's
got
what
a
I'm
good
saying.
point. Yeah, you got a good point with that.
Yeah. I mean, I hate putting stuff out there, but it's just when I say stuff like that, you got to really, not you, Type. You understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah, you know.
A lot of people say, I just can't see him. They're like, oh, making him the highest paid. I'm like, bro, it ain't about making him the highest paid. If you feel like if you can win with him and he's winning games, you're going to sign that guy.
Right.
That's how I always work in the NFL. Always.
Yeah, always. Whether he can put the team on his back, or whether they got to put the team on his back. but if they able to get W's, if he able to get W's, he gonna get signed, whether he signed for big money or it just signed for the average. But yeah, if they feel like they can win games with him, they most definitely gonna give him that. Let them sign.
That's what I fear the most, Type. That's what I fear the most as a Carolina, because I'm already like I'm on my last toe hanging on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I'm like, man, but usually I hate them right on this situation. I'm hoping I'm wrong. But if they don't draft a quarterback next year, meaning like first round, meaning if they get a third or a fifth one, I'll be fine with that. But they probably just doing it just because, you know what I'm saying, Type. But he's gonna be here. Like I said, it ain't about him winning right now. Even probably next year. It's about them building the team. And we're going, my honest opinion, I'll break this down. I feel like the players we drafted, even that undrafted guy, they just good players. You know what I'm saying, Type? It ain't him, it's them making the plays. I'm talking about running back wise and stuff like that. Tight ends.
Right.
Wide receivers showing, a little bit. It ain't great, but showing them. You know what I'm saying, Type?
Yeah, I got you.
They showing they just supposed to be out there. I ain't saying top tier, but they showing they supposed to be out there. Can I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They showing that they're gonna be the future.
Yeah. And my thing of like when I was watching them play, because I know a lot of people didn't jump on this, but when I was watching him play, he was playing like he never played before. A lot of people like to say it's confidence, but I was saying he was doing what Tua would do. You know how he was throwing with anticipation? He never threw with anticipation like that before.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was put on spots before they even, you know what I'm saying, did they cut. That's why I was like, he was being told to throw those passes. You get what I'm saying, Type?
Yeah, and be good. I think he might have been shell shocked from getting hit. Because really, if you think about it, that's like rushing your throws. If you throwing it early like that, you ain't like those crossing routes where he kept throwing the interception in the middle of the field. He wasn't letting the receivers cross each other. He was throwing it early, like he trying to hurry up and get rid of the ball, like he shell shocked, like he gonna get hit. And it looked like he done got a little more confidence in the offensive line because he ain't rushing his throws as much as he was.
Yeah, I agree with that, Type. I just think they were doing him like a Daniel Jones when he had that one good year. When they told him, when they finally make a first read, if the first read ain't there, just go. And luckily they won games that way.
Right.
I'm not saying we're gonna win, but Ty, he never took off like that before. You know what I'm talking about when he ran and stuff?
Yeah.
All of the plays when he was like trying to create something he couldn't create. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying it's wrong because, like I said, if he end up becoming a top 10 player, which I doubt, they'd be good. I eat crow on that, but it's just looking at him play, he's limited when he plays, and I don't think that's going to be a future you want to have, especially when you play them top tier teams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel you on that.
But you see the fan base of some reason I don't understand it. I've never seen people love a person like that. Daniel Jones.
Yeah. It's just like with your grandma. You know how your grandma love everybody. Come on in here, get grandma a hug. Come on in here. He could be one of your friends. Come on in here. Come on in here. Come on in here, get granny a hug. But
I mean, think about that. Like, he's done had like 20 something games, and he only had 2 good games, legitly 2. Where we
yeah,
can say on stat sheet and stuff, like, okay, he had a good game in his game.
yeah, that's
He
pretty
had a
much
good
it, man.
game, and people saying that's a I was like, bro, I can't like I seen on a couple of comments about, oh, now we can put that narrative, he's not a bust. I was like, bro, them other 20 games say different. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
why I put him one of
you gotta like I say, I'll admit, he played better, but you gotta see it. You gotta see it some more, man. That was just one game against the Chiefs. You gotta see it a little bit more, man. Gotta see it a little bit more.
and tight and tight. The Chiefs this year, I looked at all their games. All their games have been close. Now I know some people would say about the Saints versus them, but I mean that was a Monday night game, and technically the Saints was in it. They ended up scoring at the end of like fourth quarter with like 5 minutes to go.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
They've been in close games all year.
Yeah, they have. Matter of fact, that the game today, man, when they play the Raiders, that's a division game. So they got the Chiefs winning by 13. But the
Yeah, but
Raiders,
I don't believe that type. I
yeah,
mean, if they do it, I believe it, but it just
yeah,
everybody's done played them close. Everyone.
yeah, everybody. And the Raiders always play them good, no matter what. The Raiders always play them good, no matter what their record is. They always play the Chiefs good. And like I said, they
That's
got
why
to
I'm
win
saying
by 13. I think the Chiefs will win, but I don't think they're gonna beat them by no 13. I think that's a lot, for
yeah.
and like I say, last year, man, I was reading it earlier when they played last year.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
Raiders,
the Raiders beat their ass.
yeah, the Raiders upset them on Christmas Day, man. On
But then
Christmas
they blew
Day.
them out technically. Yeah, I remember that game because I was like, dang, they beating the Chiefs like this.
Yeah, because see what happened was that was at the time Antonio Pierce, they had just put him at interim coach. They was around that time when they had done fired the head coach, and they had the quarterback Aiden O'Connor, which he gonna start today because Gardner Minshew, he broke his collarbone last week when they were playing the Broncos. He broke his damn collarbone, so Gardner Minshew, he out. But yeah, last year, man, they had upset the Chiefs 20-14. Really, really, it wasn't because of the offense, because Aiden O'Connor, he was only 20. He only was 9 out of 21. He only had
Hey,
62
I
yards.
remember that game. I watched it. I couldn't believe what I was watching. They was
Yeah,
imploding. I'm talking about the Chiefs.
yeah,
Andy Reid, when Kelsey, you see them when they was arguing on the sideline.
yeah. You remember? Yeah, I remember all that last year. Because like I say, Aiden O'Connor, he only had 62-yard pass. The last game they played, they really won that game because the Raiders defense scored 2 touchdowns in that game, and they had upset them on. They upset them on Christmas Day, 20-14. So they
We
had
could say the same thing about Dallas last night because the offense wasn't that good. I'm talking
no,
about when they played New York Giants. That
yeah.
dude made a hell of a play. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
You talking about
To give
that
him that
pick?
lead. Yeah.
Yeah, that pick six. Yeah, because he tipped it, and he was able to catch it and take it to the house. Score that
Yeah, that was
touchdown.
a hell of a play right there. Usually
Yeah, it
stuff like
was.
that don't happen.
Yeah, that was a hell of a play, man.
Yeah,
And
Dallas was losing 7-3 if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it?
yeah,
Or something
yeah,
like
they
that. They was
was.
losing.
Yeah, it was like that. Matter of fact, be good. That play pretty much changed the game.
That's what I'm saying, Tyke. Stuff
Yeah,
like that changes plays when it comes down to it.
yeah. Who is that? It's Sabox. I guess that's how you pronounce your name. S box comments. S box backs. If I ain't pronounce your name right, man, I apologize, man. But I appreciate you coming through over here, checking me out, man. But yeah, man, and I tell you what, man, everybody been talking about the Cowboys. They won. They beat the Commanders last week, and then they turn around. Well, everybody beating the Giants, but they beat the Commanders last week. Then they turn around and beat the Giants yesterday, man. So they ain't completely out of it. Pretty much the Eagles running away with that division right now, but the Cowboys ain't completely out of it right now because they 5-7.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, technically, because right now it look like Commanders are imploding right now as we speak.
It look like it look, but you know what? Be good. It always be a team like that every year that start out hot. They start out hot and they be winning games. Then when they get about midway through the season, it's like it just take a whole turn and they just start losing games. They're like the first half of the season, they be hot. I don't know if teams figure them out. I think if you ask me, I think that's what be happening. I think teams probably figure them out, and then next thing you know, start losing. It look like that's what's finna start happening with the Commanders, man. Because they most
I
definitely,
agree with that type.
yeah,
I picked on the win just because, but if they lose again, I'm done with it. It's a wrap. They
yeah,
implode. You know what I mean? That's how I'm looking at it.
yeah,
Oh, that
yeah,
comment saying people glazing the what the call. We ain't glazing them. We just explaining them. They play a close game. And you can say the refs helped them. At the end of the day, do they have an L on their record or they got a W? You know what I mean?
right.
That's how you gotta look at it.
Yeah,
That's why
definitely.
I was just simply saying everybody played Kansas City well this year. A lot
Yeah,
of people seeing what the Carolina Panthers say, oh, we played the champions pretty good. We about to come up. What happened? Everybody done, you know what I mean? Except
yeah,
for the Ravens, everybody else done basically went, you know what I'm saying? They shipped done the same.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing about the Ravens, man. I was looking at on one of my other shows, I was looking at like the defense rankings and stuff like that against the run and pass and all that stuff. Man, when I tell you the Ravens, and you know the Ravens always known for having a good defense, man. They at the bottom. I think they like either 31 or 32
I've seen that type.
in pass defense, man.
That's why
And
I'm
that
giving Lamar a pass this year if he don't win it. I know people say you make excuses. I like, bro, he got 32 ranked defense. Last year, yeah, you can blame him on that. But this year, he literally, him and Derrick Henry got to carry him when it
yeah,
comes down to it. So if
yeah,
they don't win it this year, because at first I was like, you don't win it this year. I was saying that in the beginning of the year. If you don't win it this year, I'm done with Lamar. But that defense, I can't blame him on that.
yeah,
Because it ain't
yeah,
like he only playing with like what one Hall of Famer. I understand he was in the Peyton Manning, you know what I mean, situation. You don't
yeah,
have multiple Hall of Famers on this team right now.
yeah, yeah. But I put it like this, man. When they get in the playoffs, you got to be able to stop somebody. You got, you know what I'm saying? It ain't when you can get by through the season, just like back in the day with Peyton Manning and Indianapolis Colts. They used to go through the season putting up points, running the
Mm-hmm.
scoreboard up. They had that offense. But when they used to get in the playoffs and they run into them Patriots, and the Patriots used to always have a defense. They always had a good defense. When Tom Brady was with the Patriots, if you peep game, the Patriots always had a dominant defense. Always. When they won the Super Bowl, they always had a dominant defense. And that's the reason why they used to always beat the Colts until that 1 year Peyton Manning they finally got over the hump. But yeah, man, you get into the playoffs, man. You ain't gonna be able to just outscore people. You're gonna have to make stops. So that's why I say, they'll get through the season, because they got, offense, they can put up points. Derrick Henry running the ball, Lamar Jackson gonna make his plays. Zay Flowers, he a good receiver. They got the 2 tight ends, so they can put up points. But when you get in the playoffs and you go against some teams, Kansas City, the Bills.
Yeah.
You go against some teams that got good defense like Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh got their number.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pittsburgh
Hey,
got their
can I
number.
say this about
They ain't beat
Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh in a while.
Yeah. Can I say this about Pittsburgh? I believe they coach. I can't think. Tom Coughlin. I mean,
Yeah,
not Tom. Mike, whatever his name is. You know
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah. I
about.
got you. I know what you're talking about.
Once he get his quarterback, I'm talking about like if you get a top say 5 to 10 quarterback, he's gonna be winning Super Bowls. I think he's in that era of like what you call it was Andy Reid. You remember we knew who Andy Reid was. He just didn't have the players to win it. I'm talking
Right,
about quarterback wise.
right.
Even though old buddy was good, I'm talking about I think he was just above average. McNabb, you know what I'm saying? Above
Yeah,
average, but that's
right,
my humble opinion.
right.
But he never had that guy to really lead his offense till he found Mahomes, and now what we're saying about it. I think Mike Tomlin, or if I'm saying his name right, I think he's in this era of what he's in because he hasn't had a losing season. Everybody said when it came down to his team, oh, they're gonna be worse, and he's still out here dominating. He's just a quarterback away. I mean, I know Russell's doing what he can and stuff like that, but he ain't the top tier Russell no
Right,
more. You know what I'm saying?
right. And think about it, Mike Tomlin. He ain't never had a losing season, man.
Yeah, that's
Even
crazy. I
even
mean,
when he had the quarterback Kenny Pickett
Roethlisberger.
and
And I would say Roethlisberger. He
yeah,
got him when he was already at his peak.
right. But think about this, be good. Think about the years when he had Kenny Pickett and he had Mason Rudolph, and he still wasn't having losing season. You know what I'm saying? He's still at least 500 or better. He still ain't having a losing season with two bad quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Mitch Trubisky. You know, yeah, bad quarterbacks and still wasn't having losing season, man. That's what you call
Amazing. That's
that's what
great.
you call a
That's
good
great. Nah,
coach,
that
man.
ain't amazing. That's great.
Yeah, that's what you call a good coach, man. You know what I'm saying? You're able to at least stay 500 or better, and you got bad quarterbacks or whatever your flaw is on your team. But
Think
he
about that, Type. He been there for like 10 years and never had a losing season.
never had a losing season, man.
That's why I'm saying.
That's a
That's why
great
they
coach.
told our owner get the hell out. You know what I mean? Talking about we need to get rid of this guy. They told him, how about you get the hell out?
Right,
They knew what
right.
they had.
Oh yeah, they know what they had. Hey, and you see where we at. That same owner owning our team. You see where we at. We don't have how many coaches we don't have. So yeah, that's why they ain't listen to him. Good thing they didn't listen to him. Shit. It's a good
Yeah,
thing
I
they
mean, I got
didn't.
a special place for Mike Tomlin just because of how he coaching and stuff. Once he get, I mean, I even say this at the end of Roethlisberger's career when he had my man, the wide receiver, those wide receiver running back, they kept getting hurt in the playoffs. Because you
Yeah.
remember when they said don't hit at the head, hit at the knees. You know,
Mm-hmm.
type when it comes to football, any sport, it's always been an unwritten rule: don't go for the knees. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when they started doing that, the running back, I forgot, the running back when he got hurt. He got hurt.
That was Bell, wasn't it? Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, Le'Veon Bell, he kept getting hurt
Yeah.
at playoffs. So every time he would make a catch, somebody with, they try to label him injury prone. I like, bro, he's getting caught on a pass and the dude died for his knees.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who you are, you're gonna get hurt on that play.
Yeah. And hey, your knee can only go. Your knee can only go. It can either
Yeah,
straighten
so
out,
much.
bend, straighten out, bend.
Yeah,
It
that's
can
why I
straighten
said
out
type.
and
It's
bend.
always been. It's always been a
Yeah.
rule. No matter what sport you play, unwritten rule. Don't go for your knees.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I think when they made that rule, because the help, the people was getting hit in the head. That's where the defenders started going, and
Right.
Bell and
A lot of people start going toward the leg. Right.
yeah, they
Yeah.
start. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what started happening. I think that ruined not ruined their team. That hurt their Super Bowl chances.
Yeah.
That's how I'm looking at it.
Them injury most definitely hurt them that year. It most definitely hurt them that year. That's but yeah, man. So this game today, man, I'm pretty sure you're going with the Chiefs, right?
Yeah, I mean you got to, but it wouldn't surprise me either. Can I say that?
Yeah. Because that's
Meaning
what I
like
feel.
if
That's what I
okay.
feel. I feel like it's gonna be a closer game than what they got. I most definitely wouldn't take that bet with no 13 points.
Nah,
Over
not
the
with the Chiefs
Raiders.
this year. They haven't beat nobody by 10 this year. I mean, the only team they beat by 10 was the Saints this year. The Saints.
Yeah.
Hear what I said, type the Saints. They only
Right.
beat them by 10.
Right.
So I
Right.
wouldn't take that bet.
And matter of fact, be good. The Saints was another team when we was talking about how teams start out a certain way and then fall off. You remember the Saints started out hot. Them first, couple of games, they started out hot. I mean, they were running the score up on people.
Yeah.
They were putting points up. They
When they
just
did the Dallas and all them, yeah, I was like, hey, they gonna be they look almost Super Bowl caliber. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Almost. And they
yeah,
just fell off their cliff.
yeah, they just fell completely off. I'm talking about blindfold stepping out there, be good.
Yeah, but the thing about them teams, they realized, okay, we're not winning, but they got rid of their pieces. We didn't. That's what scares me. We like holding on when it's when it's too late. instead of, you know what, just letting the dudes go, get what we get, and build for the future. That's why I realized with Panthers, we don't ever do that. We don't want to pay nobody, and we don't want to really let them go because we feel like, oh, if we feel like a dude's worth, like let's just say, if we feel like a dude's worth a third pick when it comes down to it, you know, lead, sometimes you're gonna have to sell them for the fourth. You know what I'm saying? At bottom,
Yeah,
I say fourth, but we end up giving them away for a fifth. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we always do stuff like that.
Right.
That's what scares me. I mean, I'm not saying it can't be a bright future, but it just a lot of fans and stuff trying to say, "Hey, we played, you know, Kansas City well," but when you look at their schedule, I'm like, "Hey, everybody played well."
Yeah.
Then somebody try to get mad at me. You taking my hope away. I'm like, bro, it ain't about hope. It's just being realistic when it comes to this situation.
Yeah, they're being realistic. Yeah. Oh yeah, be good. We ain't talk about this game from yesterday. The Packers and the Dolphins, man. The Packers they whooped the Dolphins' ass last night, man.
And think about that, Type. They are 9-3 in third place.
9-3, man.
They own division. You heard what I said, Type?
Yeah. And they
are in third place and they 9-3.
Right. And that you got the Vikings, you got of course the Packers, and you got Detroit. Them all three of them teams, man, they probably all three of them gonna probably go to the playoffs in the same division.
Yeah, that's the best division right now. It ain't no debate now.
Yeah.
That's the best division in football.
Right.
Think about that. They showed a thing where they're showing like certain people, like right now, Atlanta, they leading our division like 6-5. I think Texans leading their division. I know they like 6-4 or something like that, close to. You know what I'm saying? Barely 500.
Yeah.
And they 9-3. My fault. And they in third place. That's crazy, that.
Yeah.
If you had 3 losses and we in third place, we ain't looking where we need to be. We're gonna play a team that's 7-5. You know what I'm saying? Barely where we have a home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because if you look at it, man, like when I was doing my picks, the Falcons, they play the Chargers Sunday. I believe the Chargers gonna beat them Sunday, man.
Yeah, I agree with that. That run game and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I didn't think they was gonna do this good this year. I thought it was gonna they'd be good, maybe like barely 500. But he had 7-3 or 7-4 now.
Hold on, I'll let you know. I think it's 3. I think they got 3 losses.
Okay, because I know they lost to the Baltimore.
Yeah. I think they got 3 if I ain't mistaken. Be good.
Okay.
The matter of fact, they 7-4. They 7-4.
Okay, 7-4. But we didn't expect them to have. We always knew they was a good team. It just, I guess you say coaching. It does matter if they know how to go with the game flow.
Yeah.
I think this. My fault. Go ahead, Jay.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna say we can say this the most incomplete Chargers team we ever seen in the last 5 years.
Yeah, cause think about it. The past couple of years, what the problem been with the Chargers, they always had the talent, but it seemed like as far as the coaching, they couldn't never get over the hump. But they got the talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they could never finish like you said. Yeah, I would lose by a field goal or something, wouldn't it? Game winning field goal.
Yeah, it was that coaching, man, and that just show you how good of a coach Harbaugh is, man. For him to come in, and they pretty much coming back with the same team. Now they lost Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, and the running back Austin Eckler. Yeah. They lost a couple of pieces on
that's 3,000 yards, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And when they replaced them, if you look at their team, they ain't really got like a dominant wide receiver like that, but they still winning games. They running the ball with J.K. Dobbins. They making plays. The receivers they got, they making plays. Justin Herbert, we already know what he could do as a quarterback. So for him to come in and change the game like that, and they're a winning team right now, man. That just go to show you coaching mean a lot. Of course, you got to have the talent too, but coaching mean a lot because everybody know the Chargers done had talent the past couple of years and they ain't been able to get the job done. So Yeah, Harbaugh, he came in there and changed the game quick.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to be like this year.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not even
didn't.
gonna lie to you, Tay.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Be good. I thought it was gonna be maybe because I knew they had talent on the team. They weren't that far away, but I was thinking because they lost Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and they lost Austin Eckler. I was thinking maybe it'll probably be next year. I was thinking maybe they got to get another receiver in there, stuff like that. But like
Same
I said,
thing, Ty.
yeah,
We thinking the same way. Thinking the
yeah, like I
same way
said,
on that. That's what I thought.
yeah,
But they
yeah,
showing, hey, they know how to get past. And
yeah,
like I said, and they playing a whole different way. They ain't this thing just leading on the quarterback this to make. They know he can, but they running the ball. They being balanced,
yeah.
stuff like that.
And
But that's
what be
always. Go ahead,
what,
bro.
what
Go ahead,
oh
Ty.
no, I
No,
was
I
just
was
gonna
good.
say like we was talking about the Ravens with their defense earlier. Who you like with that big matchup they got against the Eagles Sunday?
Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. In my heart, I want to choose Baltimore, but
Yeah,
it's like with the Eagles, they so deep right now, and like, what's the run defense on the Baltimore? Are they good? No, they ain't good at stopping the run at all.
yeah. They
I know the pass.
now that's the thing with Baltimore. They like top 5 as far as like stopping the run. Matter of fact, they might be like number 1 or number 2 as far as stopping the
Oh, they
run.
are. I thought they was passing game. It was good. It just running game. It was bad.
It's the opposite. It's they good against the run. It's the doggone passing defense. They pass defense. They like at the bottom, like 31, 32. But but
Okay.
against the run, they good. They on point against the run.
I don't know. This one of these matchups we don't know. It could go a certain way, but we don't know.
Yeah, because Saquon Barkley, he been running that thing, man.
Both running backs. That's why I say it's like which one you want. Because I
Matter of fact,
always said those two was the best running back.
matter of fact, be good. I ain't even think about that. They the 2 top Russian running backs right now. Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley, and they going against
You
each
see
other.
how I was banging on the table for Derrick Henry. You know what I mean? I knew what the call was gonna be good. I didn't think he was gonna make an impact like this. I'm talking about my man from the Eagles. I like him too.
Yeah,
a lot of people slept on him. I like both of them.
Yeah. Like I said, I wasn't even looking at that, bro. The 2 top running backs, they going, they gonna be facing each other. And like I say, the Eagles, they good against the run, and the Ravens are good against the run. So it might end up being a game where it's gonna come down to the passing game. Might
And that's the thing right there. That's tricky because both of them. Well, you trust Lamar more than you trust old buddy, but
yeah.
He can, but Jalen Hurts can show out too from time to time.
Yeah. So both of them.
I mean, I always say
both of them.
Go ahead, bro.
I was just gonna say for both of them, as far as with the passing game, both of them, got tight end. Both of them got. I think the Eagles. I think as far as receiver position, the Eagles got them with
they better.
With Devontae Smith and what's the other guy name? Number 11.
Yeah. I can't think of him. I know you're talking about.
Yeah. With the 2 receivers they got, they better than the Ravens at the receiver position. Both of them got pretty good tight ends. So I say it's gonna be a pretty good game. I think the Eagles are a little better than them as far as in their secondary against the passing game. But it's most definitely gonna be a good game, man. Like I said, they got the Ravens winning at home by 3.
Oh, is that the Ravens? It's this too with Lamar. It's hard to game plan against Lamar. I always say he's second behind Mahomes because sometimes they just do things you can't. What's the saying? They make stuff that shouldn't be. You know what I mean? Should be impossible.
They make plays that you can't coach. Stuff you can't coach. They can make them plays happen.
Yeah, and I think the only difference between Lamar and Mahomes is Mahomes always accepts this gift. He's not say nerdy, he's quirky how he plays, but it works. Lamar sometimes listens to people too much and you want to win their way. I like, bro, win your way. I don't care how you win in the playoff. If you was to just throw 170 yards but had like 80 yards rushing, people say, well, you ain't passing the ball. You can say, I'm still winning though.
Mm-hmm. Because that
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all about getting them W's, man. Whether you got, you know what I'm saying, whether it's a game like with Lamar Jackson, if it's a game where he might have to scramble a little bit more than normal, hey, you got to do what you got to do to win that game. If that's a game that you might have to rush for 100 yards, hey, you got to do what you got to do to get that W. If it's a game where you might have to throw for 3, you know what I'm saying, whatever you got to do to get that W, that's what you do. Take advantage. If you know what I'm saying, if it's you running the ball, hey, take advantage of that God-given gift that he gave you
That's
to
what I
be
say,
able
Type.
to be able to run,
You got the
outrun
gifts,
people.
use them. You
Right.
got the gifts, use them. That's the main thing. That's why I think sometimes they be trying to have it so mental, which it is. But I like, hey, bro, the straightforward path is this going straight. You know what I mean? You don't have to think, well, what if they doing this cover zone? I like, bro, if they giving you the opening, you against a linebacker. Who I trade, you or him? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Hey, that's why we used to have a little saying when I played ball in college, man. We used to have a little thing, like what you was talking about, like thinking too much about it. We used to have a little thing. We used to call it. We used to say, no brains, no headaches. And what we mean by no brains, no headaches, like when you playing in the game, it's more reacting. You already don't practice. You don't practice all week. You don't win against the scout team offense or scout team defense. What up with your Nick, man? Tri-State, appreciate you coming through, man. Hey, I hope you enjoyed your holiday yesterday. But yeah, we used to call it no brains, no headaches. Be good, because when you're in the game, you don't want to be thinking. And I'm pretty sure it's probably like that, you know, with you doing the combat
Type.
thing, the
That's
fighting
true.
thing. Yeah,
It's all mental, but you don't want you want to be reactive.
yeah,
You
you
want
want
your
to be
body to do it on its
right,
own. That's what I'm
right,
saying.
right. You
Or
want to be
motion. That's what
reactive.
sometimes we call it motion.
Right. You want to be reacting. You don't want to be thinking. And when you start thinking about stuff, that's when you start fucking up. When you start thinking,
Yeah,
you start fucking up. So we say no brains. So when you got no brains, you can't think. When hey, I'm gonna tell you, when you get the headaches, the headache is when you go on the sideline after you done fucked up and that coach all in your ear cuts your ass out.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's
I
where the
mean, you
headache come in.
just.
So,
I
so
think
you don't
certain
want them
people want to play
headaches.
mistake free, and that's the part. I
Right,
like, bro, you gonna make mistakes. It
right,
just depends on the mistake it is. I tell my sister every time she about to play, play. I like play hard, play smart, then you'll play great. You know what I mean?
right,
When it comes down to it, I ain't saying you got to make every play, because I say this depending on making the right play every time. It's
right,
gonna cost you and your team. But
right.
if you play hard, you know what I'm saying? I ain't
Yeah,
saying play with reckless abandonment, but I am saying you get what I'm saying, type. If you
yeah,
about to run, then you stop. I was like, why you stop when you get to just pick the first down up? You're like, well, I thought I seen old buddy cutting. I was like, okay, when you're running, then you see him buddy come out, then you just throw the pass, then off that 1 foot. You know what I'm saying? Type.
yeah, 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 yeah.
You were
Yeah,
just overthinking it, trying to make everything perfect. I was like, bro, there's no such thing as a perfect situation. You know what
right,
I mean?
right, right.
If we knew
Hey,
that, we all wouldn't be living how we live.
yeah, you just read and react.
So,
What up with your Nick Tri-State, man?
What's good, fellas? How y'all doing? How was y'all
Everything good.
Thanksgiving?
Hey, everything was
going
good.
all right.
How was yours? You drank good, eat good?
Shit, man, it was good. Fucking shout out DJ Moore. My man won me $200 with that touchdown yesterday.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, man. I was going nuts when he caught that shit.
Hey, how about the bad clock management in that game, man?
Well, that's the reason why they fired the coach. He gone now.
Oh, they fired him.
Yeah, and you know who's the head coach now?
Who that?
They did.
Fucking Thomas Brown, bro.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy,
They
right?
really fired him just now, Nick?
Yeah, they fired him, bro, like 20 minutes ago.
Hey, I
Oh, damn.
was just playing the clip. I had played the clip earlier. I was just playing it over for Be Good, because I was like, the people in the press conference, they was on his ass about they was on his ass about, about not calling that timeout, the clock management. Because think about it. That first half, Detroit was beating them. What was it? It was like 16-0. They came back the second half.
Yeah, bro. Chicago played really good in the second half. See, my thing with that is I understand what Eberflus might have been thinking, but the fact of the matter is this, right? There was 33 seconds left on the clock when he got sacked. He
Right.
was looking at it like, all right, we can get another playoff, get about 8-10 yards, then just call timeout, right? But if you call timeout right there, which you should have did, you get your kicker to warm up a little bit, then you get your your snapper, and you get everyone ready. So even if you take that timeout at 33, if you get the playoff with 25 seconds left, it's still enough time left for them to run out. Even if the clock's running, they could run out, set up, and kick the field goal. Whereas what they did was they killed the whole 30 seconds. He snapped the ball with 4 seconds left and
killed the whole clock.
Yeah, the whole time was gone. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Right,
but here's,
right.
You want to hear y'all want to hear my input on this? I think Caleb Williams did it on purpose.
Hey, because he
lost that locker room. Man. He lost that locker room. DJ Moore did not want to play for this man no more, bro. And we all know DJ. I know DJ Moore well enough. Like, we watched him in Carolina. That man played hurt. He played hard every play. Like, for him to, like, Bears fans are questioning his his motivation and shit. And it's like, if DJ is doing that, there's something going on, because DJ always play hard. Always. Right. So if he not playing hard, that means there's some shit going on. Like, he don't respect the coach. He don't fuck with the coach.
Hey, Nick, can I say something about that situation?
Uh-huh.
You remember before they even drafted Caleb Williams, he wanted to keep our guy from the Steelers, because that's how he
Justin
had
Fields,
his big year. Justin Fields. He was banging on the table saying, "Look, what Justin Fields, even though he's learning, we feel like he's better than what Caleb is now." No, I mean, he didn't play bad. He didn't play great. Now, I believe they didn't set him up. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Justin Fields in Chicago well. You know what I mean? He had nothing, absolutely nothing. But when he started kind of getting it together, he showed he could keep you in the game. He would do bonehead stuff, but he just felt like he could have improved on that. And now he feels like, since they drafted Caleb Williams, okay, is he going to be this good, or he's going to be more of a passer? It's showing he's getting better, but he's not on the level like it was advertised. Can I say that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I
feel like
got to give Caleb Williams, I got to give him some props. He's going 6 straight games without throwing an interception. To be a rookie,
I'm just saying that he ain't bad, but he's not as advertised.
He plays smart football.
Can I say that? He's not bad, but he's not as advertised right now.
Yeah, as advertised. Because the way and it's the media's fault, because if he wasn't so pre-hyped as he was, I think all three of us could agree. If he wasn't as hyped as he was coming into the season, we would look at Caleb Williams like, yo, he's having a really good season. But because of the pre-hype and how much they were hyping him, you're looking at it like, he ain't doing that hot, because you're expecting, you got guys like Nick Wright over there on First Things First saying he's the next Patrick Mahomes and this, that, and the third. It's like, bro, don't ruin the kid, bro. Don't ruin the kid before you even get out there.
Yeah.
I think the dude from the Commanders and your guy from the Broncos, they having really good years. That's the problem. You know what I mean, when it comes down to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, he's not playing back. Oh, did he jump out?
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna get him back in.
Okay, you good.
Okay. You back in, Nick?
Yeah, my fault.
Okay.
I said them other 2 quarterbacks are having really good years this year. The dude from Commanders
and even Drake May. Drake May's looking pretty good every week.
He's coming out too.
He's getting better.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? And he was the number 1 overall pick, so they looking at him differently. You know how we looked at Bryce compared to the other guy? He's just dealing with the same stuff with what's going on when it comes down to it. But you are right though about that whole situation.
There's an absolute level of expectation when you're the number 1 overall pick. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it don't matter. It don't matter. Like, if Jaden Daniels if they swapped positions, Caleb and Jaden had the Bears 7-5. Like, you know what I mean? I think, which in my opinion, if you swap them, I think the Bears would be a better team with Jaden Daniels than with Caleb Williams.
But I say this, I didn't know. Ty, did you see that? They say he's actually been the most sacked quarterback this year.
Yep, Caleb been getting his line is ass.
Yeah, he's been getting sacked a lot, man. A lot.
But hey, let me say this: even though he gets sacked a lot, what is he still doing that Bryce wasn't doing? I'm talking about when he was in his rookie year, producing.
Right.
I'm just gonna throw that out there. I'll let it go.
The game's starting to slow down for Caleb now. I think he's starting to get in rhythm and shit now.
Yeah.
I mean, I like all these 3 rookies that came out. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna none of them, man, because they doing real good stuff. It's just like I said, they did. Like I said, Nick, I'd be a liar if I said, but it wasn't putting a pressure, trying to call him a home vest and stuff like that. It was some extra stuff, and he, when people was getting mad at him, talking about he wants to have some ownership of the team. So I was like, bro, he was just talking in my humble thing.
He's saying anything.
Yeah, But I mean, like overall, he's not having a bad
Did y'all
year.
see that clip? Did y'all see that clip with Dion with the Giants GM? Supposedly he said number 2 and number 12, his son and Travis Hunter, don't touch him. He said don't. He told the Giants GM don't touch them.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
look
believe
at that,
it.
bro. I saw it on Twitter yesterday.
Oh, that's crazy.
I believe it. Because he never had a black quarterback ever, did he? I'm not trying to make it a race thing. I'm just saying he don't like the mannerism, how they move. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
With everybody
No,
on
hey,
it.
listen. That's a whole other topic, and that's what I call an unfortunate truth. It's
I mean, I'm not just saying because they black. He just don't like how they act. You remember how Johnny Manziel used to do the money sign? That's what I'm trying to put it at.
Yeah.
They offended people. He offends people, and that owner always been like that, or the dude that's mostly there, part of the partial
Yeah,
owner of
because
the New York Giants.
if we could really get deep into this, and I'm on limited time as it is because I got work, but in my opinion, I think David Tepper took Bryce Young over C.J. Stroud because he's more. I'm trying to think of the politically correct way to say this. I think y'all know where I'm trying to get at. I think y'all know where I'm trying to go with this, though, right? You know, C.J. Stroud's dad's
Yeah, he
locked
seems
up,
more
this, that, and the
safer.
third.
Can't say safe. Safe, more safe.
And that
He
is
understands him.
unfortunate, and that's some bullshit because I'm a white man and I live in this beautiful country of America, but there's no doubt in my mind because I've seen time and time again the black man is always played upon and looked upon differently and this that and it happens in the streets and it happens even in the fucking NFL because that's a perfect example of it happening in the NFL in my opinion. That's a damn tragedy if you ask me.
Let me say this. That's the best word for it. They're uncomfortable with choosing guys who act like that. Can I say uncomfortable? Can I say that? That's the better word.
Yeah. That's actually a good way to put it. Be good. They're uncomfortable doing that. They're comfortable being in their comfort zone. But a wise man once told me, once you go outside your comfort zone, that's where beautiful things start to happen.
Right.
You get outside your comfort zone.
Right.
Yeah, but we get what you're saying, Nick. I mean, that'd be good then. Hopefully Shador will fall to us if we if I say we like top 3 or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hey, Shador balling right now, man. They winning 21-0 now.
Oh, they're
playing right now? I mean, I believe him and Nick know how I feel. I believe it should be Shador. If they did choose my man from Miami, I don't think that's the right way to go, or I'd sit him for at least a good 6 to 8 games. But I believe Shador is the way to go.
Quick before I bounce out because I got to go back to work.
Yeah.
This is the year to have a top 2, top 3 pick because there's really consensus only 2 first-round quarterbacks that 2 early first-round, which is Shador and Cam. So if you're the Panthers, I know it's such a sticky situation we're in because if we really want to rebuild this franchise as fast as possible, we need a top 3, top 4 pick. Because we want to be in a situation because there's like 6 teams that needs a quarterback right now, fellas. The Giants are gonna need one, the Jets are gonna need one, the Raiders, the Browns, the Saints, the Titans, maybe. So it's like you need a higher pick because it's gonna be coveted to the point where teams are gonna want their quarterback, so they're gonna trade up. And you could be in a situation like how we got heisted for Bryce, we could heist the team right back.
Nick, I was about to say that too. I'm just saying now, if we had the number 1 pick, we could have did that. Now is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
now
bro,
I think
we had
we
the
got
number
to
1
just see
pick
where the
this year,
stuff falls.
man. Oh man, we could have did some freaky things. Dan Morgan did some freaky things in the draft.
Yeah,
he did.
What's going on, 336?
What up, 336?
What's up, y'all?
What up, man?
Chilling.
Appreciate you coming through,
hey,
man.
Bro.
Oh yeah,
Can I
no
say
doubt.
something? Hey, bro, I like that conversation you had on the other podcast, brother. You were speaking some good stuff on there.
Oh yeah, a lot of people don't
I'm
want to
talking
hear
about.
it, man, because anything that's slightly positive about what's going on, a lot of people don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I was busy that day. But what you saying, hey, I can't knock you, right? You know what I mean? I know people don't want to hear that, but hey, you just said a quiet part out loud. You're not lying.
Right. Yeah, but what you wanted to say? 336. You was about to say something. What you wanted to say?
Oh yeah, man. I just don't blame no NFL owner, man, because you give niggas money, they do stupid shit.
Right.
Yeah, I can't blame them.
Right.
You don't want to bring a guy like that in the franchise. You mess around and give him some money, beat his girl or something stupid like that, you know.
Right.
They just a little cautious.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just think on this situation a little different because he was raised rich. You get what I'm saying? 336. If it was just a regular Joe finding his come up, maybe I was like, okay, I can get where he coming from, even though I was a little past it. But I just think since he grew up rich and stuff like that, Dion his age and stuff like that, he's a little bit flamboyant. I think you can look past that. That's all I'm saying. But I don't think we get a quarterback.
I ain't even concerned about all that no more. I don't think he's going to be as talented as everybody think he is in the league.
Oh, you talking about Shador?
Yeah. Just me personally.
I believe he can be a top 10ish, top 15ish. You know what I mean? Depending on the team he go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna have a lot to do with where he go though. Yeah, you're right on that, Big Good.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
He's not
with
superiorly gifted
Omar
in a
Tillman, man.
specific
Appreciate
area,
you coming
you know?
up, Omar Tillman.
You say what, 336?
What'd you say, 336?
He's
My
not
bad.
superiorly gifted in any specific area. You know, he's not super fast. His arm isn't super big. Like he don't have like anything that he's superiorly gifted in.
That's
he'll
what
stand in the
scares me
pocket and
about him,
make
bro.
good decisions.
Right.
Because I'm looking at him because he does make the right decisions, like you say. But when it comes to his arm and stuff like that, it ain't the greatest in the world. I just believe his accuracy is so good that they can hold him over in that 17 years.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it
If
is.
he said it's supreme talent, I was like, bro, you lost me there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's mainly the accuracy. It's mainly the accuracy is mainly what it is. Yeah, that's mainly what it is.
And I don't know if Bryce then traumatized all of us into thinking, every time you see a guy like that, he just ain't it. I don't know, but I haven't seen it in him yet.
Right.
He has been playing a lot better this year. They done had some real good games,
Mm-hmm.
Can I say this, 336? Well, you're not lying on that point. I actually agree with you. Like last game, he actually played pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I just think since we done had bad quarterback play since Cam Newton left, maybe one or two good games here and there, we didn't. The fans base, not y'all. This is the fans base. We looking for somebody that can give us hope. Can I say that? Because them last two games, even though they were better, it wasn't like it was like my man. Let me use Richardson. He came back after being benched. Didn't he throw for like 300 or something?
Yeah, I think
I'm talking about for the coach.
It was something crazy.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah,
it was something crazy like that.
Yeah, it was something like that. Because I think that game he came back, was it against the Jets? I think it was against the Jets when he came back. Yeah, but he
I don't know
most
what they
definitely.
doing either, but
Yeah, man. Hey, 336. Before the season, they was talking about the Jets, man. Like they were gonna go to the Super Bowl, and it's like they
they did it last year too.
Yeah, they're another one be good. They don't fell off the cliff, man. I mean,
and they looking to get a quarterback too. I guarantee you.
They got to get a quarterback because Aaron Rodgers, man. I hate to say it, but since he came back from that injury, he ain't the same, man. He is not the same.
I told everybody that bit tight. I told everybody, even when I know technically he played that one good game. I mean, last year he only played maybe like a couple minutes. But the year before he got traded, he wasn't even playing well in Green Bay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I believe Green Bay finessed the Jets.
Yeah, he most definitely done took a step back, man. I mean, he done took a step back in everything. Of course, he can't move around like he used to when he used to scramble around and make plays, but his accuracy going down too, man. They most definitely got to get a quarterback for the future, man. And it's like the Jets, they've been trying to get a quarterback for a while, man. They just ain't getting it. But they most definitely got to get a quarterback because Aaron Rodgers, he falling off, man. He ain't gonna be able to do what Tom Brady did. See, a lot of people be thinking, quarterbacks like Aaron Rodgers and stuff, they getting older, that they're gonna be able to play as long as Tom Brady. But if y'all think about it, Tom Brady, he ain't really have no injuries like that, especially not he had that one injury that one time. I think was it he had tore his ACL or something that one time.
Yeah, dude fell on his leg or something.
Yeah. But besides that, he pretty much was healthy. He ain't have no stuff to his shoulders, nothing with his arm. So he pretty much was healthy the majority of his career. So and he also took care of his body. So that had a lot to do with him being able to last that long.
He ain't Tom Brady. And let's just say, you know how great Aaron Rodgers was, he's not Tom Brady. Can we just say that?
Right.
So that's what a lot of people don't want to admit. Tom Brady is this. I put him in the class with like Michael Jordan stuff. Is this they got something that most people just don't got? You know what I mean? Have, but he did it longer.
Yeah, he got that work ethic like LeBron. He got that work ethic. He taking care of his body. So that's how he was able to play that long. And same thing, with LeBron. That's how he able to play as long as he playing. With him, he took care of his body and he got that work ethic, man.
Oh, let's throw it out on rule changes. You know what I mean? When it comes to that too. I'm talking about both players, rule changes.
Yeah. But hey, 336, what you think about this game today, man, with the Chiefs and the Raiders?
I think it could be a little tricky. Anybody that's placing bets. Yeah. I'm actually staying away from this one, just being honest with y'all. Because it not only is it a division game, it's a Friday game, which makes no sense at all. And anybody that places bets know Monday, Thursday, any type of game like that that's out of the week, it's always something crazy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna pick
I didn't even think about that.
just based on the strength. Yeah, it's always weird. The Monday night games, the Thursday night games, they always weird if you play some bets. It's always something crazy to happen.
Yeah, and they got.
I'm gonna take the Chiefs on the strength.
Right. That's how I feel. I'm gonna take the Chiefs on the win, but they got them winning by 13. The Raiders always play them good, and they upset them. They upset them last year on Christmas when me and B Good were talking about earlier. They upset them last year. For some reason, the Raiders always play the Chiefs good anyway, though, man.
You said division game.
Division game. Yep.
Hey, 336. I wanted your opinion on this. I heard podcasts talking about moral victories and stuff like that. Let me ask you, why are Panthers fans happy about that situation when everyone this year? I looked at the games and stuff. Everyone played Kansas City well this year. Everybody.
Everybody want that shot at the champ. Most of the time it's happening in basketball too. When you play the champ, you want to put up your best game, and they put up a pretty good game. And Panthers fans are pretty desperate to see any type of good football. It's been a long time, so when you see it, most people get really excited. Yeah, they get really excited.
Yeah, that's a fact. 336. Everybody wants something to trip on as a Panther fan, man. We've been bad for a while, so it's like any little thing we get good, everybody jump on it.
Yeah, I just feel like that's false hope. You know what I mean? When we look at it, cause last year they said the same thing about he who shall not be named on here. He had a good game against Green Bay. And I'm like, bro, he just had. I think this was his best game this year. I'm just worried about that. Like I said, I believe we stuck in this Daniel Jones situation. I really do. If
he put them together, that's what I want to see him do. I want to see him put these good games back to back. Win or loss at this point, it really don't matter. But I just want to see him put these good games back to back. Stack them up. Then you can start stacking up wins.
Right. I need to see it. I'm the same way. 336. I need to see it consistent. And I was throwing this out here to Be Good, and I'm gonna let you talk, Be Good. I was throwing this to Be Good earlier. 336. Now last year, the only time he really had a game over 300 when he went against a bad. When the Green Bay Green Bay came in, they had the bad secondary. Now going against Tampa, coming up this Sunday, which I was looking at they defensive rankings and things the other day. They horrible as far as they pass defense. So I wouldn't be surprised with them playing at home and with the offensive line. I wouldn't be surprised if this might be that game where he get that 300. Because Tampa really been having to outscore people. They ain't really stopping people on defense like that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he get that game like that Sunday, where he might get 300 and maybe get 2 passing touchdowns or something like that. And then once that happens, hey, the top is gonna fall off, boy. I'm telling you.
No, you mean
Yeah,
the
it's gonna be
midget
crazy
community
around here.
coming out. The
Yeah,
midget community coming out.
it's gonna be crazy after that. I'm telling you,
I'm just
I wouldn't be
scared.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he get that this Sunday, because I was looking at Tampa secondary. They defense, man, they is horrible. But one thing
Let me ask y'all this.
go ahead, be good.
Do y'all think, like, let's just say, because he should have a good game. Can I say that he should have a good game? The
Right.
only reason I'm kind of
Yeah.
wavering on it because it's a division game. That's all. That's the only reason.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true
Okay.
too.
Do y'all? I'm asking y'all both. If he has a good game, let's just say 300 and stuff like he's saying, have a good game. Do y'all think that's false gold, or y'all think that's really him coming up when it comes down to it? Not being a great player, just being a good game manager.
Man, I guess it depends on how that 300-yard look be good. I guess it depends on how that 300-yard look. I guess if he throwing some passes downfield, completing them, I guess it got a lot depend on what it looked like too. But I think it's gonna be a good matchup, man, because Dave Canales, he going against his old team. He went against those guys on defense every day in practice, so he know what certain guys can do, what they can't do. He know what they doing in coverage. Tampa, they like to blitz a lot. So I think I think it'll be a good game, man. It'll be a good game. But one thing
Yeah,
I
Dave
will,
Canales can say what he want, big tight, but he want to have a good showing this week.
he do. That's his old team. Like I say, I
Yeah, he not
wouldn't
gonna
doubt
make a big deal about it.
Nah, he ain't. He ain't. He gonna go in there. He ain't gonna be doing that but smiling. And he don't. A lot of questions he don't have answer them anyway. If it's a question that everybody really want to know, he don't really answer it really.
Yeah, he gonna want to have a good showing. He ain't gonna say it, but he does.
Yeah, he most definitely do, man. But one thing I will say, what I seen on the with the rankings, I looked at the offensive rankings too. As far as with Tampa, now they bad on defense, but on offense, they number 4 in the league as far as like scoring offense, as far as the points per game. They at the top in pretty much everything in passing on offense. So that's this most definitely gonna be a game. The defense gonna have to step up, man, because they starting to be a liability for real, man.
Yeah, we need to see some more what we saw
Type.
last week with the sack.
Yeah. They got to get they can't let Baker Mayfield stand back there, man. Because if they do, he gonna throw that thing. He gonna air it out, man. He most definitely gonna air it out.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, I think it's gonna be the ultimate matchup right here. My man, Horn versus Evans. I mean, I know he technically does good against Evans. I mean, I'm hoping so because last week he was getting torched out there.
Hey, but check this out, be good. The key person who he like to throw to, well, of course we know Mike Evans, he been hurt, but the key person that he been going to be good is the tight end, Cade Alton. He leading the team in receiving yard and reception.
Oh, then we in trouble then. Never mind.
It's the tight end. It ain't Mike Evans, it's the tight end, man.
Yeah, that's what I said. We in trouble then because I think what call it? Mahomes tore us up with the tight ends last week.
Yeah, it's the tight end, man.
He
Cade
did.
Alton. Go ahead, 3.
Oh no, I was just agreeing. He did. Mahomes definitely got off with the tight ends last week. He hit about 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah. And what's that guy name or the other tight end? Is it Noah Gray? When he caught that
Yeah,
first
Noah Gray.
touchdown,
He been there for a little minute too.
yeah, he caught that first touchdown. He was wide ass open. I'm like, what the hell? And that's another thing.
Yep.
That's another thing with Evero, man. It's like what, past midway through the season and they still having a problem with people running wide open in coverage, busted coverage, man. That ain't supposed to still be happening, man.
Yeah, I think Everett will come on after this year. To be honest, I don't blame Everett because they gave him literally nothing. I don't think he wanted to be here because you remember he was trying to get out last year, but David technically blocked his interviews. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? For defensive coordinator.
yeah. And with that situation, Be Good, I put it like this. I feel 50-50 on Evero because I know a lot of players been hurt. So I know you only can do what you can, but I also feel like with the pass rush, with us getting pressure on the quarterback, I think he could have been a little more creative, kind of like how the guy do for Minnesota. You know, kind of bring people up to the line of scrimmage, try to confuse the quarterback, kind of try to confuse the offensive line, you know, to maybe get some sacks or whatever.
Yeah, kind of like how he
Yeah,
split JC in there Sunday.
Right,
yeah.
right.
I mean, he did. I think that's the best our defense could play in. I think he just got basically bench players. I'm not knocking on the scheme. Like you right, he shouldn't be dudes wide open like that. That's why I say I blame that on him. Like what you're
Right,
saying,
right,
they
right.
got to understand the scheme. That's just a you problem on that. You got to fix that. I'm as the coordinator.
That's on. I put that on the player and the coach, man, because some it's a player out there.
Yeah, something ain't clicking.
Yeah, whoever
Yeah.
that player was that was supposed to be on Noah Gray, or whoever, somebody left they area. If they were playing zone, somebody wasn't in their area where they were supposed to be at. If they were
that's why
playing zone.
It should have at least been somebody trailing him.
Right, at least that's
I
exactly
agree.
what I'm saying. 336. He shouldn't have been like butt naked, wide open like that, man. That is no reason why he should have been open like that. It's like
You
all
got
of a
me on
sudden,
that one.
yeah, it's like all of a sudden you seen Patrick Mahomes threw the ball, and everything, you know, he catch the ball like, damn, like how he get that open?
Yeah, dude could have walked in the end zone on that play.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna like that.
yeah,
But yeah,
that was
see, that's
that was
why I blame him
ridiculous,
on.
man.
Yeah, like that. That's why I say I just think it's fair for each party to go their separate ways on this.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm most
Yeah,
definitely
we
looking
had
for.
my fault.
Go ahead, be good. You good? Go ahead.
No, I wasn't saying that. Go ahead, Ty. That was me.
Oh no,
My
I was
fault.
just saying I'm definitely looking forward to be. I actually think I know what you're saying. Be good with the division game. Them division games sometimes they end up being a low scoring game, but I think with us having the problems we have is stopping the run, and with them having the problems with against the pass, it might end up being one of them high scoring game, man. Like one of them 31-28 or 28, 27-24 games. Might end up being a little bit higher scoring with both of these defenses having weaknesses in the certain areas, because I think that's going to be another problem with Bucky Irvin, man, because Bucky Irvin he been playing good, and I think the last two games he been averaging like 70 yards or better rushing in the past two games he done played in. So
Hey, can I ask y'all this to throw? I mean, this is a random question. Who do y'all think gonna win the division? Cause I'm starting to lean Tampa Bay now.
man,
I know they lost the what to call it twice, but I just think it's really Tampa Bay now. Cause I don't think Kirk Cousins is the guy to lead a team. I'm talking about Atlanta.
well, I'll tell you this, be good. As far as with the Falcons, I think they're gonna lose that game Sunday against the Chargers. Like I told you that earlier. I'm finna let me see if I can pull up the Falcons schedule right quick.
What about 36?
I don't know, man. If I'm gonna call it right now, I just have to go with the one that's leading. The Falcons got a little lead or whatever, so I think they might slide through and win this thing. Even if it's by the skin of their teeth, they might slide through and win this one.
Yeah.
I got you.
Thanks for calling them right now.
I look at it like this, 336. It's probably gonna be one of them times where to be the situation where somebody gonna win this division, which you right. I think it's gonna be the Falcons, but they probably really don't have a hell of a record like that. Because I'm looking at the Falcons schedule now. They got the Chargers Sunday, then they got the Vikings, then they got the Raiders, which they should beat the Raiders. They got the Giants, they should beat the Giants. They got the Commanders, that could be a game to go either way. And then they got the Panthers last, which that's a division game. That could go either way. So you looking at Let me see. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 6 games left, and they what 6-5 now? I think.
Yeah, 6-5. I think West Coast a game behind them because they did beat Tampa Bay twice.
Yeah. So
I
they
think
got
this
that head-to-head win over Tampa. So even if for some reason they ended up with the same record, the Falcons will be over 'em. But I look at it like this, man. They could lose that. I think they're gonna lose to the Chargers. They could lose to the Vikings. Win the Raiders and Falcons. Falcons. The Raiders and the Giants. Like I said, that Commanders game could go either way. Panthers game could go either way. So they could end up going like 3-3, maybe 3-3, 4-2. They last couple of games. It could go either way. They last 6 games, man.
Okay, we didn't really say they kind of imploding themselves. I mean, I know we saying because we one of the crabs in the barrel like lower divisions, but
Right.
we really didn't talk about Atlanta. Like, I mean, Panthers podcast, but they've been imploding. Like them losses they've been having. Weren't they bad losses too? Like they weren't even in the game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because the Broncos whooped their ass. That last game, they got the Broncos put that thing on their ass. And I think they're gonna get their ass whooped again against the Chargers because the Chargers got, I think last time I checked, they defense was like number 3, I think. So
and the Falcons ain't got a good defense.
No, they don't.
At all.
They
They
definitely don't.
what they rank like 30. I know they in the they ain't 30 something. They like 29.
Yeah, they down there. Hold on. I had pulled it up the other day, the defensive rankings.
Yeah, I just think when they paid that quarterback that money, I think that was the worst thing they could have possibly did.
Oh, you talking
I
about
always
Kirk
say,
Cousins?
Well, a lot of people
I always
believe in
thought.
their backup.
Huh? You said
A
what?
lot of people believe in their backup. A lot of people believe in
I
their
mean, I
backup.
don't.
What's his name? Penny.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't play him now.
Yeah, a lot of people believe in him. Yeah, right now, let me see where they got the Falcons at. Now they total defense, they got them ranked at 25. Let me see. They pass defense. They are they number 26 on their pass defense. They done gave up 21 touchdowns. They're allowing 229 yards a game against the pass. Actually, we're a little better than them. Like I say, the Panthers, we ain't that bad against the pass. It's stopping the damn run would be hurting us, man. Stopping the run and getting pressure on the quarterback, that's what be killing us.
I think they worse than us when it comes to getting a pressure on the quarterback now.
Yeah, they just as bad as we is. And like I was telling you earlier, Be Good, as far as with the Ravens, they rank number 31 as far as against the passing yards. They give up an average of 277.7 yards a game. They don't give up 22 passing touchdowns. The Jaguars in last place and the Ravens at 31. So that's why I say, with the Ravens, man, when they get playoff time, you ain't finna go to no Super Bowl and you damn near in last place at stopping the pass, man.
I don't think they're gonna make one anyway.
I don't think they is neither. 3-3. Now against the run, the Ravens, they number 2 against the run. But against the pass, man, they horrible, man. Horrible.
Yeah, I want to see Lamar win one. I got, you know what I mean? Plays my heart for that dude. I think he deserved one, but because I think he's getting better passing and stuff like that. It's just, I think this is the first time in history where they put so much pressure on the dude. Like, why you winning so many MVPs when you can't win it? Win championship. I like didn't pay man to do the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give him a chance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
B-Ty, what you think about that 46.5 points?
With who?
Panthers versus Bucks. Yeah.
Ooh. Like I say, I think it's gonna be one of them 20-something to 20-something games. So I'll take that on them total points.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I'll take that because I think it's gonna be like a 27-20 27-21, 27-24, maybe 31-28. It's gonna be somewhere in a game like that. I believe that. Like I say, with them with
I was
their
thinking the
passing
same thing.
defense and us with our problems with stopping the run, I most definitely think that both teams gonna put up some points. I most definitely do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. I actually think they'll probably go over 336.
Yeah, I
Let
think
me
that
ask
might be
y'all,
the
do y'all
best one
think
on the
we'll win
board
another
right
game?
now.
My fault, bro.
What'd you say? Be good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
My fault on that. Do y'all feel like we can win another game this year, or you think that's it?
Yeah, I definitely think we're gonna get another one.
Yeah, we'll get another one. I think I was thinking we'll beat the Cowboys, but it looked like the Cowboys starting to play a little better. I think we can win this game tomorrow by being not tomorrow, but Sunday, by being a division game against Tampa, and Dave Canales going against their old team. I think they can pull out a win against Tampa, and that last game against the Falcons, that's a division game. It could go either way. Cowboys, I think that could go either way. Cowboys have been playing a little better these last two games, but you gotta look at it. They did play the Giants yesterday, so everybody whipping the Giants' ass right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
Cowboys had a lot of miscues on offense too.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
with Cooper Rush and CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee
yeah.
Lamb had a mean drop yesterday too, wide open.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. 336. He most
Oh
definitely did.
man, I was like, yo, he put that right in your hands.
Yeah. You got to have that. I mean, I know ain't
I
nobody
think we
gonna
beat
catch
the
every.
Cowboys.
Yeah, I know ain't nobody gonna catch every pass, but when it be like that, boy, you got to have that.
There wasn't
Most
nobody
definitely.
around there, man.
Man, you know what?
Nah, I believe Fitzgerald would have caught that pass.
I feel like when players
Yeah.
drop passes like that, when they be butt naked wide open like that, I feel like in their mind they know they wide open, and I think they be thinking about what they gonna do once they catch that ball because they so open. And I think they
Yeah.
don't be focused.
A
I
lot
think
of them
they
turn their
lose.
head.
Yeah, I think they lose focus on catching the ball first, and then worry about what you're gonna do after you catch the ball. I think they start worrying about what they're gonna do and lose that focus, and that thing drop right out their hand.
Yeah.
I
And
agree
that's
with
what
that.
happened to him yesterday. You can see it.
Yeah. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, that was big news right there, man, with the Raiders firing their coach, man. Right after we were talking about it, be good. I was saying they
I'm glad he
probably gonna get
told us
fired.
because I'm glad he told us because I was not looking tight.
Yeah, I didn't see it neither. Usually it come up on my phone. Anything happen like that with sports, it'll come up across my phone. It hadn't
You
even
said who
came
got
up.
fired?
The Raiders here. I mean, not the Raiders. I'm sorry. Chicago.
Okay. I was about to say, damn, two people got fired.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
my.
Chicago. He asked for that shit though. After what he did yesterday, he asked for that.
Yeah, man. That
was dumb.
that clock management, man. That was horrible, man.
It was 32 seconds on the clock after that last play.
Yeah.
And the bad part about it was you had so many different opportunities to do so many different things right there.
Mhm.
And you just literally let the time run out and called a bullshit play and then threw it downfield.
Right.
And it wasn't just that; it was a couple times, like he went for it on fourth down one time, and it wasn't even like a real play. Like they were trying to get a call on fourth down; they were trying to get a pass interference call.
Right.
And like if you're looking for calls to try and get upfield, or you trying to get plays or call plays, to get calls from the referee, you about to lose that game.
Yeah, more definitely. More definitely.
You can't look for the referee to help you out. Like you guys got to make plays.
That's why I hate what players try to do that 336. Play through it. You know what I mean? If the ref call it, they call it. But I ain't saying you gotta be robots, but really try to go for the ball. I hate when they try to ask for that bailout.
Right.
Yeah.
It just that's
Because
just
you're
like
looking to lose.
What'd you say 3-3?
I was just saying that you're looking to lose when you do shit like that.
Most definitely.
And what coaches always used to tell us, you play through contact. You know what I mean?
Right. Hey, that's just
Yeah,
like with
that's what I
basketball.
grew up.
That's just like with basketball. When some players they be doing stuff looking for the call instead of playing it on through, trying to make the shot. They be looking for the call.
That stuff made me
And then you
sick
go
every
get
time
it,
I
and the
watched
other
it.
team going the other way.
Right. You
Luka,
standing down there with your hands out, trying to talk to the ref. They going back down the court on a fast break.
Y'all heard me, Luka.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you who
Yeah,
else bad
he
with
the
that.
main one.
I'm gonna tell you who else bad with that. Be good on LeBron, man. And LeBron don't get
I
a
mean,
call.
tight.
If LeBron don't get a
Y'all should have
call,
been got rid of LeBron though, brother. You know what
man,
I mean?
if he don't get a call, man, he don't even run back down the court. He be standing down there, he be walking slow. I be like, come on, man. Down there
Yeah,
talking
but
And
to
I
the
I
do
mean,
ref.
you
give him
give him
credit
better
because
than
they
the
do
guy got
miss a lot
before.
of calls on him.
They
But
they they
you
do
know,
they do
after as
keep
long as
it.
he
They
didn't
do.
play, like you're not getting every call. You gotta play ball, bro.
Yeah, you gotta play ball, man. You ain't gonna get all them calls. You already know that. That just like with Shaq back in the day. You ain't gonna get all the call because you bigger than everybody. Sometimes they gonna give it to you. Sometimes they ain't. If it's like what we used to call when we used to play pickup ball, you call it a petty foul. You ain't getting that call. It's a petty foul. You ain't getting that call. You might well cancel. You call that foul. Hey, you finna get into some arguments. Motherfucker might get to a fight out there, depending on what court you're playing at. But you can't be
That's a
calling
fact.
no petty fouls like that.
Yeah. I don't like that when them guys be doing that because I guess they feel like since they star players, they feel like they need to get that star treatment. I like, bro, that's not always the case. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Because
yeah,
I know
oh yeah.
sometimes the refs, like I said, I try to support Charlotte Hornet. When Melo played against the Bucks and he tripped and failed, but they gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Uh-huh.
You shouldn't get calls like that.
Oh,
And that's one thing I don't like.
Yeah, they
I'm
you
like, bro,
get them
this
calls.
play,
Yeah, you get them.
especially on the defensive end, like like you said, it's just like you complain on the offensive end. You know
Right,
what? I don't like it, but I can deal with it. Don't complain on the defensive end because you're gonna
right.
leave me liable. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I can't stand.
Yeah,
And I know with Luca and stuff, that's because I'm bringing Luca up because he's gonna give up a layup or a shot. You know what I'm saying? Easy, but
mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah,
Tight. That's why I say I get LeBron excuse because I know he like 40 and he been playing the league a long time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. But still, though, be good. It just because I'm a Laker fan, man. So when I see him do that, I feel like, especially if he do that and they go back down the court, and shoot a three or hit the layup, I'll be like, damn, man. And most of the time, it gonna be his man because he ain't because he on the other end of the court, so his man free. But
Yeah, blame the organization because they chose LeBron over the all them wins, brother.
oh
That's
yeah,
the best thing I can tell you. Because
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I don't like what you can't tell me they ain't for LeBron. I'm talking about the Lakers, especially
yeah,
with the stuff they've been doing. I
yeah.
mean, throwing my man D-Lo and stuff under the bus and stuff like that. And I'm like, bro, LeBron be doing this, and that, but you don't say nothing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about that, Jay.
Oh,
I'm a
you know
Duke
what?
fan. So.
Oh, you know what? While we on this subject, I know anybody listening, we just talking about everything right now. Shit, we don't went through the picks. We don't talk about the Raiders. We don't talk about yesterday. We just freelancing right now. But I want to ask you this question, 336, and you be good because I know y'all do the basketball. What y'all think about the situation with Bronny since we're talking about LeBron? Well, how y'all feel about that?
I'll let you go first, 336.
I don't really think about it, man. I think it's unbelievable that they wasted a draft spot, to get the kid and send him back and forth between the G League and the Lakers team.
Right.
I don't know what his career is going to look like, honestly, unless he does some major development. He's going to have to put on some weight. He's probably going to have to be a serious defender to have a career in the NBA just because of his size, unless he becomes a tremendous jump shooter. But
Right.
I don't really think about it, man. Not after they got him. I mean, they did what they did. It's a show to me.
Yeah.
It's really just a show.
Yeah, that's what I be thinking, man. It's more. It seems like it's more about the entertainment than anything, man. Because I feel like he need, just like you say, 336. I feel like he needs a lot of development, a lot of work. I think he got the athletic because he seemed like he athletic. So I think he got the athletic ability to play. But I think with him, because I feel like he not aggressive, he real passive. He real passive. He not like aggressive. He not somebody that come in the game like I'm gonna get these buckets. He not that type. He don't seem like it unless he change as he get older. But he just don't seem like that type of player where I'm coming in the game, I'm finna get my buckets, I'm playing aggressive. He seemed more he seemed like he more passive. And it could be because maybe
Yeah.
he young. It could be because maybe he young. But I think with him, I feel like he could at his best, he could be like maybe a 3-and-D guy. Maybe
Yeah.
good perimeter defender against somebody else point guard, and like a 3-and-D guy, in other words, shoot the three, play defense. I think that's the type of player that he'll be. I think with more time with him developing this game, I just feel like because everybody know that's where he at in his game, he need to develop to get to where he's trying to be at. I just feel like they shouldn't be doing the thing with him going back and forth with the Lakers and the G League. I think he should be in the G League. Let him stand in the G League. Let him build up his confidence or whatever. Let him work on his game. And when you see him getting to that point, him improving, then bring him up to the Lakers. I feel like that going back and forth, him not traveling with them when they go on away games. I think that all that right there, I don't feel like he should get all that treatment like that because I feel like he haven't earned it. So
It's bad for optics though, because of where they picked him at.
Yeah.
Like if he's solely on the G League team, now we look stupid. Like why do we draft a developmental player at that position when there was hundreds of thousands of kids we could have taken, including people
Right.
overseas? Like you look crazy.
Right. And
Because
then
y'all
when
could
you
have
look
took
at it,
somebody who y'all really could have used this year. You know what I'm saying? To improve the team.
right, because when you look at it,
Because the
336,
West ain't as strong as everybody make it out to be. So y'all could really be in contention here.
right. They really could, man. They really could.
Can I say this?
To me, I feel like one of the things that they are missing is they need a perimeter defender. I feel like they need a perimeter defender bad. But what you think? Be good. I ain't really let you answer yet.
No, you good. Y'all both hit it on the money. I just said I don't like nepotism when other demographics do it. I'm not gonna like it when our demographics do it. Can I say that?
Yeah, I got you.
Yes,
When it comes down to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm against nepotism because he didn't deserve that spot. I'm not saying he couldn't have earned this spot, but it just shows he's not ready for the
Right.
NBA. He's not tall like I'm talking about like 6'7", 6'8". You know what I mean? Where we're like, okay, we can build him into something. He's basically a point/2 guard
Right.
that doesn't have the skills. And when he went to USC, wasn't he only averaging like 4 points a game?
Yeah. That's why I said, like I agree with 336. Like they could have got somebody else because usually, if you think about it, somebody that was averaging what he was averaging, I don't even know if he was starting and get drafted. And in the position that he is, man, I think if it was anybody else, I most definitely don't think that would have happened.
I'll put it this way because I heard a lot of not saying all our people, not saying all of our people agree with this. A lot of them saying,
A lot of
like,
them.
well,
A
what was
lot
he
of them.
supposed to do when it came down to, you know what I mean, like nepotism? I was like, bro, he took away somebody's spot. They really could have earned that spot coming from our people.
Yeah, and
I
I
ain't
don't.
saying he's living great, but I'm pretty sure if LeBron James your dad and he knows that you're not living bad. Can I say that? I'll just leave it there.
Yeah. And I don't been talking to some of my buddies, man, and I got a couple of my buddies. This what one of my buddies told me, he was like he look at it like this, like people who own successful businesses, billionaires, millionaires, he was like they do it all the time where They might bring their son, daughter, somebody in the family friend, or the family, bring them in the door to the company when really they not or whatever to be getting that position in the company, and it's somebody else that's trying to get hired on that do qualify for that position, but they're bringing, you know, somebody in from the family, like I said, family friend, whatever. So he was telling me like they do it all the time. So he was like, you know, what's wrong with LeBron using his
I say type they justifying BS. And I
right,
say it's bad when they do it. That's why I say I don't like nepotism
right,
when it comes down to it.
right.
Yeah,
But
it's bad when they do it. It's bad when we do it. I'm just gonna tell it how it is. I don't like it.
Right.
When it comes down to it.
Right. Well, shoot,
Yeah,
man.
that's my answer.
Okay. Well, shoot, man. We're about to get ready to get up out of here, man. I'm finna get ready to watch this Chiefs and Raiders game. I think come on at 1:30. I'm about to get ready to watch this game, kick back, give me a little something to drink on. 336, you want to shout out your channel? I know I ain't got a lot of people watching, but whoever is watching, you want to shout out your channel?
Hey man, as always, man. You guys can follow me, 336 Boston, covering the Boston Celtics, man. Appreciate it, Big Tyke.
Oh yeah. Be good. You
Hey,
got anything you want to
336, when you
say?
jumping on? Let me ask you, when you jumping on times and stuff. I jump on there. When I find out, I'll you know what I'm saying, somebody like what they talking, I'll support you.
I don't really know. I haven't been live here recently in a nice little minute, man. I need to get back to it though. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I'll keep you posted.
All right, I subscribe to the thing. I'm assuming Carolina Blue, right, or something like that. I'm subscribed to it. I just haven't caught you on your live. So.
Oh, you talking
But
about the
hey,
Panthers?
when I do, I jump on there. Huh?
You talking about covering the Panthers?
No, I'm just saying. I remember I subscribed to one of your other things, your Ellis's, not the 336 thing, but it was something else.
Oh,
I think he did
Carolina Panther Post, yeah.
Yeah, that. I'm subscribed to that. If you got something else, I subscribe to that too. That's the only one I knew you had.
Oh yeah, it's just those two.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure. Hey, when I try to catch you on live, I try to jump on. You know what I'm saying, brother?
Listen to it. Okay, all right,
man.
I appreciate it.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate both of y'all coming through, hollering at me, man. Like I say, anybody like the show, like my content, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell because I'll be coming on at different time, man. I'll probably come back on again. I'll probably come back on again tomorrow morning because I'm gonna talk about these college football rivalry games for tomorrow before they come on. So y'all must make sure y'all hit that notification button. And like I say, 336, I appreciate you coming through. Be good. Omar Tillman, Roadmaster, everybody that came through check me out, man. And we're about to get ready to get up out of here, man. And shoot, man, like Forrest Gump would say, y'all. And that's all I got to say about diet.
All right, y'all. Y'all be safe out there, brother.
All right, later, Big Time. Later, Big Zoo.
Oh, yeah. Y'all have a good one.